Is this the 2-minute get into positions moment?
We're just finishing getting set up. How y'all doing?
I think so, because we reached the amount of people.
And there he goes.
No starting music? Was it not working?
Everyone here? Good job. Good job.
King of keys, king of keys.
I've been playing it for a bit.
We have reached the rank.
We should have been playing.
We reached the adequate amount of people, so you can start.
It was silent? Well, shit.
VRP at whenever you.
It should have been going.
Okay. Back to my normal life. Yeah.
I'll go to my usual place.
Once again, I am small.
Small. Enjoy. Light drink today. It has strawberries in it. How are you all doing? Alright, back into character. Need to relax a bit. Can't believe it was silent. That's so odd. Oh? Oh, hello, darling. How are you?
Fine, for the most part. Did have Wolfram in tow with you today?
Oh, he is finishing some errands. He may be around later.
Okay. It's good to see you, dear. Glad you're doing well.
Likewise, darling. It is nice being able to enjoy the warmth from the sunset.
For me personally, it's just been, well, it's just been my house causing a great deal of mischief for me, putting all the books everywhere. Shinobu, darling, I can see you.
Hello.
Oh, hello, dear.
Good to see you. Hello, Kise-sama.
This is so good. It's very tart
Oh,
and
lovely.
sweet. The strawberries and lemon.
It is quite cathartic to see you enjoying something that tastes good.
Hello, dear. Come
Indeed.
on. Oh. Come here, darling. I see you over there. No, I'm not talking to the fence. Come on.
Oh?
Apologies, the fluxes.
Who knew?
Ah, I see. That makes
Oh, hello, dears.
Speaking of wonderful sights, hello, Jenny. Good to see you, dear.
Hello.
Staying up at trouble, I trust. No, but one can wish.
Who would wish to do that?
I'm now officially hired as a surgeon.
Oh, goodness.
A surgeon?
That's fancy.
Lovely, dear. I'm glad to hear that. It's the
It's good to hear that you're doing
most
good for
me.
yourself.
The Wicarian has had me run ragged making potions. They've had me busy for a long while now.
No.
Oh, yes,
Anything
I
in
do
particular?
recall seeing you at the Vicarian.
Mana potions, healing potions, stamina potions, and I think that's about it for the time being.
All the basics. Unfortunate, nothing unique.
And like,
Interesting.
Shade,
Oh, God, I know.
Stays with Echo.
That looked like anyone has come to me for a polymorph potion.
I'm not sure I can ingest potions myself.
Potions can still have effects so long as the individual has a source of mana pool.
Oh, I see. Well, that may be more use to me than I thought.
What is my hip doing? What the fuck? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything. It's just kind of popping.
That makes sure they can be activated by constructs. Because or else, why would I sell potions of mending?
It's true.
The reason why I've been selling so many of those specific types of potions is because the Wicarium has moved nearby a mage's college, and they've had me busy.
Ah. I see. Some rush orders for the students.
The young boys there and the girls like to get up to a great deal of mischief and spellcasting from what I've been able to pick up.
I bet they do.
What am I doing here?
Yes, spell casting.
Yes, that is what they're doing too.
I've been studying magic myself a lot lately.
Oh.
Really?
Yes, I have. Well, I'm not absurdly skilled with it yet. I think I could use all the help I can get, frankly.
Well. It seems I finally having used full card. About time.
My cable is being dumb, so I'm having to adjust it constantly as I lose audio in my left ear occasionally. So apologies for that.
Any matter to activate it, just knock on the card. The door will open
I
to
see.
my manor.
I mean,
Fascinating.
was a
I'll keep that in mind, thank you.
Use that card because it is a team. You and you alone.
Oh, that fast?
no, mind you.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Well, you get in contact.
Ah, I see. I just wondered if you happen to have one, happen to be carrying one around that was attuned to me specifically, in which case...
Oh, no,
That would be quite surprising.
What a coincidence that
I
would
see,
be.
I see. That would be quite the coincidence.
No.
That makes a lot more sense.
The card does that on its own.
Every one of his horns.
It's
Well,
a
I appreciate it,
security
darling, thank you.
Of course. Let's see your glasses.
I'll have to stop by sometime. Oh. Already planning a curriculum for me. I suppose I'll have to give it a try when I have the time. Oh, yes. I think that would work just fine.
There we are. Spectacular! Finally! Gods, I've been waiting for a student for so long.
It's quite some time since I've been in school.
I am hearing some familiar voices. Ooh,
I specialize in room crafting and ritual casting, specifically.
Ah, I see. I've managed to learn a few cantrips and a couple of spells, but not much beyond that.
Keep in mind, I cannot personally cast spells, but I can teach you how.
Ah, I see.
It will take a good deal of time and effort, but you will be able to do it in time.
Understood.
Now, speaking of, I do hear familiar voices that I need to go check in on.
yeah. Oh, it is!
Your work.
And I as well.
Oh yes, but I serve people soup in the
Is
event
that
they
Val
need
and
food,
Charles? Goodness.
And I'm suddenly the degenerate.
Faces I have not seen in quite a while.
Kise. Hello, Shinobu.
Hello, dear.
Good, you're here. I'm in the middle of gossip.
I'm just
Oh, go on.
I watched someone try.
someone
I
who
watched.
floating around this after what just
have you-
came out last night.
Yeah. Yes.
Hello, dear.
Because some people love sticking
Everyone-
their dicks in beehives. Wait,
Some
actually,
people-
for
Pardon?
That's not
technically
great.
class-
That's not great.
Wouldn't it be technically classed as a
Fairness speech. Okay.
Really?
So, have you met someone by the name of Ethan?
You're
Oh, yes,
right.
At least one,
Yes.
yes.
He's
Can't
a
even-
made of paper. That guy.
How do I?
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Papermancer.
Although I could
He's
agree
buddy
with that.
with Fable.
I've heard of such
in
person.
a
I do not know if
lost
we've had a proper
Yeah,
conversation. I know of another one, however.
Hey, I watched him go over and very actively try to recruit Malleus for his harem.
Okay.
The concerning part is Malleus didn't say no. Anyway,
Oh.
I found a Fable wingman for him, and apparently he's got an appointment with Malleus.
I don't think
That's just
Oh.
shit I see. Just
Well,
sitting
good
around-
for
just
him.
sitting in
What a-
bathtub,
it sounds like
basically.
you're sticking your dick in a bead.
Put in a
Trying to
bathtub.
never hear from him again. I will bring
Call me back.
flowers.
Beardo's
I mean,
baby,
it's
that's a good
basically a
thing.
giant bathtub.
Hmm.
I mean, I know people like honey, but
I'm going to have to
I
learn a
guess
thing or
if
two,
Ethan's
maybe
got
to
a
figure out
type-
something to... Wait, what?
I need to talk to you at some
Type
point.
of what?
Not
The fact
urgent,
that
but
Ethan-
important.
A type of individual he's into.
Ew.
Ah.
If he's trying to recruit Malleus
Good
into
enough.
a harem.
Mm.
Apparently, Fable and Galdir are part of it. I don't fucking know.
Really?
I only know what I
Fable
saw.
married.
Yes.
I remember now.
Galdir?
And don't-
Heard he is
and
betrothed
also,
as well.
Galdir's-
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna pretend I understand.
I didn't realize you were talking about Fable. That was a joke. No.
I do not kink shame. I am simply surprised and most curious.
Oh, boy.
I'm mostly confused.
That seems to be the norm for you, dear, at least from the last times we've spoken. How are you, by the way? It has been some time.
Well, I was actually going to rendezvous with a friend here.
Ooh.
Not wearing the prosthetic to sort of help them out. They
Oh.
Ah, yes, your armless twin.
Ah.
Right.
Ah, you have been making a whole
So
arm.
much to do.
I may or may not have removed that arm. Oops.
Are you going to put it
Don't
back?
worry, she shouldn't be too far
I
away.
just hope you filed the report.
I might.
Hmm.
Well, speaking of arms, I have that Mocha
More
doing that.
paperwork for me!
Technically, it's under my waivers, so agents cannot touch that information.
Pancake thought I was a dog.
I thought I had.
She saw me at the shrine, looks at me, and she goes, "Is that a dog?"
I'm not surprised in the least. That girl is adorable, but a bit, slow in the uptake.
It's good to see you again.
Just a little bit.
Dead for a good while now, so.
Who is pinging my phone? Yeah.
Is that,
Yeah.
is that like, saying that you're asleep for a long
don't
time?
know.
Oh no, I've been with Neck and Neck, Necropolis.
There are very few places where the dead congregate. Necropolis is one of those.
Well, it's kind of politics.
It's nice to finally be back. Have a bit of vacation time.
Okay, I just didn't know if she was making like a joke. Like,
I was wondering where you and your siblings had gone to. I
Necropolis?
figured
I
maybe
believe so.
out on
Or
tour.
If you don't mind me asking how you've been, you seem to have...
I mean,
Speaker.
Oh yes, of course.
Just something the tool spirits can do, or...
No. This is a
Not the
flesh
technical
golem.
term. Apologies. Oh, okay.
Yes, I managed to find a very nice geneticist who is willing to put something together for me that could still look mostly like myself. But I could be able to taste and touch
Hopefully
and
it's attractive,
other
otherwise I'm
things.
gonna have to rip up all my
It has been
paperwork
quite
and
a
start again.
eventful past 2 weeks.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yes, I'm part
Oh,
dragon.
that sounds nice, at least.
Yeah. He's the most human-looking human to ever human.
And yet it beats Charles.
That was me once.
Somehow it does.
I always figured you had more, like, draconic features, so I think it suits you.
Well, yes,
I mean,
of
to be
course.
fair,
It took quite a while to find an
as far as I
eastern
remember, I
dragon,
believe I
however,
was
to match the
probably
horns.
the only
Not
other
exactly
elf on
matched, but
station,
close
other than
enough.
another one.
Found a very nice one who
Could
was
be
able to
wrong. I don't
donate for
actually
me.
know who's what.
Darling, good to see you. It has been a while.
I didn't realize they had different types of horns.
it has been a while.
Yes.
You are the one that smells like soup.
No.
The other one smells like correct.
Is that what that is?
That is correct, yes.
I can now smell things, and I have tried plenty of soups.
That's the canned soup.
Canned soup.
Can Dude,
Correct.
Oh, alright then.
One come out of a.
Are you just carrying that on you?
I mean, I thought about the bras of holding, so.
I mean, it would be a little bit difficult to walk around with just an open bowl of soup.
Why are you walking around with a can of soup?
That is true.
True.
Simple.
Walk around
People
with
need
chili and
food.
tell
I give
people that
them
you're
food.
chili.
But
Well, a bit more
Fair
balanced
enough.
for me.
they have just soup in a can you hand to someone. That seems. Do you not need to heat up the soup?
Wouldn't you
It
shove
should
it
be
open
heated. Why are you giving them cold
I have a
soup?
lighter for that.
Oh.
You're using a lighter to
Oh.
heat up a whole can
Yeah,
of
so do
soup.
I nowadays.
How do you manage to heat up a can of soup with just a lighter?
That's a good part.
Very
sitting down and
simple.
making
Persistence
It has been
and a very hot
quite.
flame.
I can smoke now. This
And
is
his
one.
new
This is not a lighter you
Sounds
use
like
on
a-
cigarettes.
Speaking of
Food
which,
is- Oh, I see. What sort of lighter is it
I
then?
mean, he is the Superman.
I have no idea, but the flame's blue.
I see. Oh, is it like one of those jet lighters?
I have no idea. You just said it burned hotter on the internet, so that's what I did.
Oh,
I mean,
that's a new product, I see.
plus size model, then sure, why not?
Yes, it's true. She can actually
this has been the
test
best thing
her
ever.
products. She tests her own blends before she goes offering them to others.
Oh, indeed, though I do not need to. I know my product is wonderful. I simply just enjoy it myself now.
No idea how boring my course is. Made on
Of course, of course.
so long, dear.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually ask.
I
Have you
can't
tried the
imagine, like,
Kakasuchi, and
if
how
I
did you
imagine
fare?
myself in a maid outfit.
Of course I did. However, there's a bit of a, let's say, golden dragon somewhere deep in this. Some sort of other fire-breathing dragon. That is how I am able
Why
to
does she smell that much
properly
like soup?
exhale that.
Like,
So it is
it
quite
bad?
nice.
Like,
My sense of smell has been rather
I
different
figured
sometimes.
since you got a dragon
Again,
in you,
didn't
you'd be
happen
able
this
to
time,
do
so I
Kakasuchi
wasn't
just
proud.
fine.
A
Indeed.
hyena
I
sense
thought
of
it
smell
was a
would be
painting,
good.
Something nice and gothic.
I see. Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
figured
kind of my
it.
shtick, so.
I'm honestly happy I don't smell like Zafira or gunpowder or whatever else I'm around.
Well, there's worse things to smell like than soup, I suppose.
Honestly, I must be
That is
Definitely.
true. I've had some quite
you know,
tasty
gothic
soup.
Latita
Though never
dress or
from a
whatever.
can. Goodness, Echo makes things quite nicely.
I mean, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. Soup from a can is not designed to be gourmet. It's designed to fill the stomach with nutrients. If
Those poor
you're
dears.
expecting gourmet from supermarket soup, I hate to say it, you're probably gonna be disappointed.
Oh, those poor
Can't do
darlings having
anything
to
is
deal
meant
with
for
that.
convenience, not taste.
I've not touched
I
that.
mean,
Luckily, I do not have to. I'm doing quite well.
No, but you
I
do.
was about to say, I'm not.
Yeah, better
No
off.
offense, do you even need to eat?
Oh, well, this flesh golem runs on mana, and I can convert food into mana now.
I married
Oh, wonderful.
high school.
Yeah, there's quite a few people who don't have such an easy, well, maybe not easy, such a sustainable cycle of sustaining themselves, so...
Yes,
they
yes,
can't
Echo was
afford
telling me
food,
that apparently
the
they were
soup will
getting
do.
quite full, but I have not had to worry about that because it simply goes into the mana source.
The name Jerry is, it was spelled with a D, not with a J, so that's
I haven't really used this thing myself since I've entered this body. I just don't really get tired very much. No, I suppose I do get a bit tired if I use too many spells too quickly.
Well, if you ever wish for a flesh golem to have something new to put your body into, I would very much suggest Ellis.
It might be worth looking into. I was mentioning before that the hair on this doll actually was my hair from when I was alive, so potentially we could even use the same DNA.
Oh, I see, there you are. You actually have DNA you can go back into, goodness.
I don't mean to cut into this, but who's looking for a new body?
Oh, that would be me.
That's my specialty.
Apparently oh, I see. Fascinating.
Because I could not find you,
Yes,
darlings. I had to wait a bit and then get
Hell, if you
this.
helped, you know, progress through it so I could dress more
Yes, I'm
comfortably.
currently possessing a
Oh,
doll, as you
human
can
enough.
see.
But it only works for those with, as you said, DNA. of course. I have my limitations.
Well, I made this doll myself, actually, and before I died, well, of course, but the hair on the doll actually is hair from my own body when I was alive. So, technically I've been preserved. In some manner, at least.
That makes it a lot easier then.
Rum is an asshole, rum is an asshole, rum is an asshole.
Well, I can replicate, duplicate, replicate. We'll go with replicate. I can replicate a body of what you used to have before traumas and all that. Any physical ailments can be removed.
Exciting!
Very.
And to be fair, most of my talents, most of the time around here, Mona had me making phallic objects from other people, samples. So, nice change of pace.
That would
Did
make
that
sense.
progress ever go anywhere?
Yeah,
Kind of. You stare at a man's genitals for too long, you start to see things.
Oh, now I am curious.
What do you mean? Oh, right. That's before I even started speaking to you. Let's see. When I first joined, it was more curiosity, I suppose. And when I mentioned to Metamona about my skill, my specification, we'll go with that. And I may or may not have said that I deal with the genetic altering. We'll call it that. Genetic altering. And happened to mention before that apparently I'll be making samples of people's genitals with altering body fluid.
Ah.
Something about somebody tasting like strawberries. Don't remember that subcontext, but
Oh no, I'm very curious.
Oh, certainly.
Have you still been making that?
Has it
I
worked?
point that towards someone or other.
Goodness, my life has
have.
gotten so interesting in the past month.
That's why I'm not on
unlike, I
station
suppose.
anymore. Not often.
Ah, busy.
Well, yes, the current predicament that I'm in is that, well, I'm dead, but my soul is anchored to this
An
doll.
impoverished Kintsugi. Exactly. I'm sorry. Sorry, how you doing?
No,
I can leave the doll, of course, and possess other objects.
A soul
Yeah,
transplant would be
how's
a
it
bit
going,
more
pretty
difficult
boy?
with a physical body.
I saw your latest work.
An organic one.
Very impressive.
But it's not impossible.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Would it be possible for me to just possess it?
Oh, dear. Seems I'm not the only one with an
That is a thing
embarrassing
in Pittsburgh.
reputation.
It's possible. Because like I said, if you can transfer
Hey,
yourself,
Harry,
you don't need
Charles, my
somebody
entire
else spiritual
life
nature
is
to
a comedy
transfer your
errors.
soul to something else. Makes
I
it
already
easier.
told you. Out of
I would
respect,
like
I'm
to
not
imagine
because
mine
I
is,
don't
but
have
it's
to-
mostly
If it makes you feel any better, I haven't
So.
watched it because I'm just not
Right,
interested
right.
in those things.
Need I remind you
I'm able
what,
to
you know,
leave this doll and
Colin,
possess other objects, but I
referred
can't
to
leave
in
a
the
certain
work.
radius.
You're discussing
you
his
see. I
video.
have to be within,
Oh,
say,
dear.
20
No,
feet
the
of the
body
doll.
would be, you would be brought to the body. It will be
Right.
reanimated.
What work?
Park my happy ass on the floor.
I mean, to be
Horizontal
fair, I
lines.
have
With
created
a
duplicates
body,
of myself.
Oh, I
She
see.
does porn.
For what purpose?
Besides the
Oh,
porn star, I saw that video, by the way. Not impressed. You could do better. I'm ashamed.
Oh, called out, Donnie.
Consensual.
It should be 30 minutes.
I mean, it is.
30 minutes.
There's something
I
to
should be able to get some tips from you, dear. I'm starting one of these
Professional,
OnlyFans.
People sort of read books, and you know they kind of want it.
OnlyFans? Oh,
Mine?
Yes,
wait,
yes.
I see.
Told it's quite good for getting more followers.
book I'm reading is on the assembly and disassembly of heavy support laser systems. I
Don't think I could do
believe
that
we
one.
have too many dominant female hyenas in that book.
Maybe someday.
No, probably not.
But yes, back to your body
I mean, I
predicament.
also work in a
You will be
museum.
in range
Like,
of the
that's-
body.
that's my
It'll
normie
take some
job.
time
Oh.
to not learn to manually breathe.
What do you,
Let's
what's
keep
the
that
museum
part in
about?
mind.
You
do
know,
that,
science
don't you?
Sigurd still
history.
has a problem with that one.
Oh,
I don't breathe
that'll be
anymore. No.
interesting, actually.
Yeah, you'll have to learn
I
to
gotta set that up for a
I
few
sort of, I help prepare the exhibit.
breathe.
Something about, you know,
without thinking about it, but you
Good
will
with my
be manually
hands.
breathing for the first couple days.
Is this another?
Well, it has
is
only
this another
been,
euphemism?
let's say, a month or two.
No,
Well,
it's
I
not
think at this
another
point going
euphemism.
on the second month, and
Oh,
since I died.
I mean, that sounds cool. But then again, never been to an
Anybody
actual
could be
functioning
possible. It
museum.
would take a couple of months to make it, though.
Ooh. Oh, they can be
I'm
dreadful.
pretty sure a lot of
Well,
people
it's-
haven't lately.
That would still be very nice nonetheless, I appreciate it.
I don't see
I'm
anything
surprised
wrong
I'd
with
make
them.
duplicates
I mean,
of
I
myself
don't
for
really.
practice.
I was stuck in a museum
Never
for
had the
almost
chance?
100 years.
I'm
I've
not
been-
unhappy with
It's
the,
very
with the
difficult to be
dog.
behind
Also,
glass,
not
nobody
not
using
too
you
close
for
to
that
leave
long.
it behind or anything, but that would be a very nice option.
That's
Of
frightening.
course. For me, I'm currently
Yes,
trying
yes,
to
it
regrow
is. It
back
was
my brain.
horrible. No one
A
could
few
hear me or
damaged
see me,
internal
or
organs.
nobody
That's why I've
used
been
me.
duplicates of myself.
Everyone just walked by.
Goodness.
Okay, so they were
Yeah.
staring at me sometimes, which was nice, but still, there's a difference.
Hey, I broke your head, Kise, when you asked me to.
Yes, you did. Luckily you. That was almost 100 years until you showed up.
Oh goodness. I can imagine that'd be very
Mr.
boring.
Check to make sure that there's not spirits in the objects in the box.
Also,
But none of them could see
well,
us.
it was a professional shoot. There was acting involved.
Please tell me you came
We
in some
usually
poor
bring in like
cameraman's
a
eye,
third-party person that just comes in and gives everything a once-over.
and the whole crowd will
At
laugh.
least you
To
do.
make sure
viral
that there's
instantly.
no spirits in the box.
Right,
No, but one of the stages did get a carrot stuck in a very unfortunate place.
Oh God.
I joined this conversation at an interesting time.
You did, as you
Don't worry
usually
about
do.
it.
There's plenty of conversations
As
around
I
here that enjoy that
always
interesting time.
do. I've been cursed
Come
to
on,
live in
Charles, you don't
interesting
have boring
times.
conversations, do you?
Oh, cursed.
I literally was just speaking to this woman about wanting to go to a museum for the first time in my life. I nearly sent her into a
You want me to a
coma.
museum?
Coma,
No.
goodness, no, but it's very frustrating, that is all. Do
A
be careful.
boredom coma.
Surely.
Coma.
Less that, more terrible memories.
Understood.
Yeah, that's fair.
I had to spend a month in my own house, just locked in my own workshop, after my own death.
Yes, do not make it the British Museum of Archaeology. I believe the term is fuck them.
Do you work at the British Museum of Archaeology?
No, fuck them.
I'm suddenly feeling
There,
very,
perfect.
very old indeed.
As long as it's not there.
170.
Do I want to know why fuck them?
I don't know. my
Almost
exact age, but I know
100
that I was in
years
my
stuck
50s
behind a
when I died.
glass case, nobody smoking from me.
Ah,
Dr. Valentina.
okay. That's what he means.
Yes.
I'm in my 170s. How old are you?
I'm 230. All of a sudden, I don't feel as old
Oh.
anymore.
Plenty of children here, yes.
You are,
I-
baby.
I'm 19.
I was a grandmother when I died.
Oh, you're somehow younger than me, okay.
Yeah, guys.
Why does everyone get surprised by that?
We lived for a long time.
I'm not surprised by any of you anymore.
Big dumb voice guy is young. Surprise, surprise.
I'm technically in my 20s physically.
I'm just 30.
I'm just getting so used to hearing like over hundreds or over 30s. Just suddenly hearing someone who's 19
Oh,
is just like,
children.
Yeah, it gets someone to work.
Well, I'm safe at least.
And I say, the Edo period was almost 700 years
My
ago.
immortality.
Is that how that works?
No,
God.
but you don't make deals with fake creatures, now do you?
Hang on. Does that mean you predate Miss Mona?
can't say that I
You don't know the
have.
half of it, Val.
Perhaps.
Oh, you don't trick gods.
Actually, do
They'll
not
punish
know.
you. Not if they ever don't. Not if they don't find out.
If I remember right.
Hmm? Just shy of 700.
How old are you? I think you're about equal. Less than I counted.
That does not surprise me in
Both
the
of you
least.
are older than when my plane invented the steam engine.
I was thinking that I was old.
What is a steam engine?
I'm like a baby compared to most of you.
It's an engine that
You know
runs on steam.
trains?
That's
It-
Like an
It
old
was the
train.
first predecessor.
I'm not
It
even
was the
talking the
first-
modern subway. I'm talking like the big metal box that belched out black smoke and screamed whenever it tried to start.
Ooh.
Yikes.
That sounds like some sort of
Very
omnia.
medieval.
I could see a very...
When you phrase it like that, it does seem like a monster.
I know it's in the name, but to explain it, it predated the car by 150 years by most modern societies.
Understandable. I believe I know at least some of that before I went to sleep.
I still
From
remember
what I
the
understood, it
scientist
used
Chief tried
fire
teaching
to
me how
heat up water,
drive.
and then the water
car.
under pressure and heat turned into steam, which then moved a piston.
And no electricity?
No electricity.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Just a big fire.
He nearly did.
He loves that car more than he loves most women.
See, I could get along with one of these steam engines.
He loves that car more than he loves his kids.
Definitely not a car, though.
Keith.
That's true.
Right, yes. The cars these days have a lot of electronics.
That's
Well,
true.
the ones not as much.
Okay, he loves the car on par with his kids.
Do I want to know
To be
what
fair, I
car
think
it
he
is?
loved that car more than he did me.
Oh.
That sounds troubling.
That sounds
He talked very highly
interesting.
of that car.
Not touching that subject.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna ask.
Don't. It's fine.
I'm struggling to remember much about my husband after my death, but I do recall that he spent a lot of time in the garage.
The only reason he tried teaching me because I don't know how to drive.
I had a child with
well,
them.
I kinda
I never
don't.
saw them again.
Dan's RV had a
I believe I was a
computer. I
widow.
just told it where to go when it went.
Well, at least it did its job.
One of many things I need to be trained on.
Pre-fall life.
Yeah. He's had it for a hot minute.
Okay, so a little sense.
There's so many seats and everything, and everyone is simply on the floor. Goodness.
Floor's comfy.
Oh, it certainly is not. This is more like it.
Hardness of the floor.
I'm wearing armor.
There we are.
Somewhat on the curve.
Ah.
Exactly, it's not fat, it's cushioning. Someone finally understands.
It's
If none of you are going to use this, I am going to use all of it.
I'm just hovering in midair.
Oh, good for you. Some of us cannot so easily fly anymore.
Needing to touch the floor.
Yeah, plastic chairs at the hospital are not nice.
Of course, it could eventually. I am working
When you spend the
on
first
seeing
few-
how much mana I need.
When you spend the first few months in a place where you're walking around basically at thigh height to everyone, you tend to want to rise above a bit.
True.
Kise describes the Lamborghini. Nah,
So,
it's
aside
still
from this
electric. Her kind doesn't like
interesting
electronics
sight
and electric
of
stuff.
Ethan trying to recruit Malleus. Anything else happened last night?
Yes, more?
I'm trying to convince Mocha to get a Swiss Army arm.
Oh, what?
Oh, jeez.
Okay. What the idea I gave to her was basically like a leather strap she wears on the end of her arm and across her shoulder. And you can change out different tools like knives, forks, corkscrews,
Ah,
openers.
Yeah, so
productive
a
then.
little bit of, yeah. I don't know if you heard about the injury Mocha sustained.
I did see that she lost
Forearm?
part of her arm. I did not hear the actual circumstances.
Hello. Good to see you, darling.
The dragon hunt.
Oh. Oh, she did
she
mention
got hurt.
something like that, right.
Yeah,
Man.
basically her idea, what's happened now is, Dr. Val has removed the part of her arm, and is going to throw a replacement.
Wait.
That is my
Hey,
fault.
Jaden. You have a second?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm wondering about something.
Man.
You're just
The two humans are in the same room.
No.
John Human and Bob.
Of course.
Oh.
Hey, John Human.
Hey, I was
Yeah,
excited.
oh, is that what they are now? Are they brothers?
Charles call himself.
Now is that a new way to Esquire?
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah, apparently-
that shit.
No, Maximus, not Esquire. Esquire implies that I'm Esquire.
Bloody hell.
Contact
What does everyone know you're doing?
Yeah.
said councilman.
Esquire implies that you're a
Yeah,
lawyer.
doing alright.
Really?
Maximus Esquire.
I'm relaxing and enjoying the night.
That's what that meant.
Or
We've
Esquire.
been here earlier, but I had some stuff to take care of.
What the hell is it?
Yeah, for the most part, I'm doing fine myself. Oh, yeah.
What's the two
I
clues we
claim
have in this
victory
tonight?
regardless. It doesn't really matter.
What the fuck did I just hear?
They seem to have everything. I saw it while I was gone.
What would you say,
Charles made him turn around and walk away, so yeah, that is.
What did I say?
What to say or go?
I know you said something about me and not mattering, but
Man, it's hard to get it out of ages because
What?
then they wonder why do
Now
I
I said it'd make things worse for myself.
oh, never mind.
I think that you matter a lot.
I mean,
Yeah, that wouldn't think if you any
Like Kise is not person to drive a supercar half a mile just to maximize her drip, and she
man,
shows up
whereas
at
I'm the
I mean,
Superman.
yes, if she liked any of that stuff, but it's very uncomfortable to her kind.
Together we
Just
are
like, nope.
the canned food
Bob
aisle.
Human, John Human.
That's why she likes to be carried.
Visit your local retailer.
She's going in style. She's going
I've
princess
asserted
carried.
my dominance through the use of soup.
Oh,
Life is somewhat better.
with Olga.
Exactly.
I'll see what I can do.
I have heard many interesting things.
Introduce yourself using your title if you're gonna say that.
You can just call me Ray. Yeah, I got a sister that's a professional wrestler.
Come join us,
And I
dear.
have a pothead brother who
What?
surf lessons.
Then come to join us. You were standing over there.
Excuse me for a moment.
I'm pretty sure your brother likes
Do
to
you
go
have
to
a-
the beach and all that.
How have you been, dear? Busy?
A bunch of tourists that surf lesson or something.
As
And
always,
I
yes.
found that recently.
Of course.
Particularly cuddly.
Oh, I can try your things now. Any good brews?
And the
Yes, yes.
I certainly found a love.
Indeed.
Kise discovered
Oh,
alcohol.
anything you would recommend?
I shall walk over here now.
Depends on what your taste is.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Ooh.
Don't try to smoke it.
Hmm.
No, she
I've been trying most everything, so if there's anything new in particular, I'm quite interested. Otherwise, ciders of some sort? Perhaps?
Have you had any winter time
No, not yet.
things?
See what happens.
I see.
Wintertime things in the end of summer?
I was growing dick for Mona. Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
With
I
apparently
think I might have
strawberry
something
flavored-
that you might be interested in.
drawn dicks.
Oh, wonderful. New tale.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I've heard enough
Yeah.
there.
So
That's just what she wanted. I don't know what to
If I
tell
have any
you.
on me.
Don't worry. Work Val's doing for
I
Mona.
don't know what that is.
Hello, Sue darling.
Oh, this was a long time ago.
Okay.
Oh no, this was a long time ago.
Greetings.
That is the plot.
Not my circus, not my monkey.
Hello, Sue.
How about this? No, I don't have any of that on me. I've got.
I've never been to a circus.
Doing alright, yourself?
The circus, anyways.
This is
You've been to a
strong.
circus, you've
Oh.
been to ages before, haven't you?
Alright, do tell.
So he gives you a bottle
Oh.
called the Fizz. It is a maple bacon moonshine, a sweet and savory spirit that combines the taste of smoked bacon and candied maple syrup. The distinct blend is easily taken as a shot, combined to make a smoky, full-flavored cocktail.
Unless the clowns, a few seconds.
It goes down, lathering the throat and palate with brew, stays in the system for a long time for a slow burn buzz and a consistent drunk. When you drink it, it gives you
you a very cool and mellow feeling.
C4 somewhere.
Ooh.
I mean, that's fine as long as nobody knows about it. It's fine.
Interesting.
It's still concerning that you know what it is.
I've not tried more strong things. I assume dwarven spirits may be something that may actually hit me before it gets converted into mana entirely.
C4 is deactivated, so I just took it.
Made it so this body simply would convert any food and drink to mana.
It's chemical weapons.
There's a lot out of alcohol. It's
I'm
moonshine.
using their money for my own purposes.
I see. Well then.
It's not any of that bathtub-made garbage that most people drink.
Oh yes, I would hope not. Especially coming from you.
Necropolis for a while.
Can't you, darling?
Busy working, of course.
Could you grab me a glass? I'm going to try some of this moonshine.
That's why I'm glad the meeting was held today, so I can actually be out in the sun.
Thank you, darling.
The real sun.
I've never been to Necropolis.
You don't want to go there.
Fair enough.
Well, it's not that it's bad, it's just you have to go with an escort, and if you leave the trail, there are a lot of things that will attempt to kill you at that time.
Ooh.
I travel with an experienced
That is
hunter,
strong.
that's the only reason I'm safe.
I do smell the bacon. I've been trying at least a bit of that recently.
Yes.
Of a sweetness.
That's
Nice.
totally an empty glass.
Yes, thank you, dear.
Sorry that I haven't smoked much, by the way. Psychosis has been a thing for the last few days.
Yeah, I saw the system failure from my watch. You want to talk about that?
She's not even getting creative.
We are going to see.
I thought I'd surprise her.
That's a topic and a half in the conversation,
Eat the
probably.
Cheeseburger or something.
That's fair.
Small ghost. Yeah, a small ghost child by the name of Maddie.
I'm not gonna play games with you, don't worry, I'm not
basically
stupid.
he said to Jaden either.
It's not
Oh, that is very good.
Someone got shot.
That is what I expected from dwarven brewing.
Charles is
Oh, that very much does hit very quickly.
He's been dead.
The system failure was
I'm glad that
You are very good at this, darling.
safe to come to my location or communicate.
I do my best.
I see. I see.
I've not. Hello, darling. You should try some of this. It is very good, very strong. Have a moonshine.
Saw Maddie, got her the cake. He then went to the Edmondson and saw.
I'm fine. Moonshine's not my favorite.
It's sort of sweet and savory. Seeing how it will do, depending on how fast it can convert it into mana.
Somewhat. You
were
intentionally vague on all
Well, it seems as though it's.
Fucking alcohol in it.
It seems like it's
How long until...
taking its time.
I had a chat.
Who knows? Weeks, months, years.
I've yet to have something this strong. This is a good.
Dwarves
Dwarves know how to make very, very good brew.
And I have a backup plan in case she can't find anything.
Yes, they do. They
But
can make
luckily
brew
not.
strong enough that could kill you.
Well, maybe you, my dear.
figure out a solution to that situation.
Well, I suppose if this
yes.
body died, I would just. Luckily, I still have my cell phone here. It is fine.
Gone until like the wee hours of the
Don't
morning.
worry, lad. I didn't give them anything that would hurt. That's for sure.
No, I wouldn't think you would.
I have dragon DNA now. It
Charles,
is.
because it's fun.
I will be perfectly fine.
Dragon.
Yes, I am a mighty dragon now.
Wow, the dragon confidence, I see.
I had this confidence long before I was a dragon, my love.
That is true, but
Hello.
Understandable. Weird guy. There's a lot of.
But now I know. Why?
I can't imagine it to be good.
Are you drunk?
I have
Yes.
dwarven moonshine now. It is incredible. You should try some.
Oh, it's
In fact, everybody should try this. This is quite good.
Same stuff that It's the same stuff that I gave to Fizz.
Lovely place we work at.
I need a lot more to
Kise.
What, my love?
Over here.
What is this about? What, just because I'm having a good time?
This is reminiscent of the time I had fairy wine.
There you go.
Face first into a signpost.
You got my good side, but not enough down my cleavage, my darling.
My mistake,
Remember, we're trying to get the photographs for the OnlyFans once Echo sets it up.
Fairy wine knocks me on my ass.
Back when I was divine once.
Yes, yes, I will.
I think Feywild.
Oh, this is very, very, very good.
So you keep saying.
It very much is. It has bacon, bacon flavoring, and maple.
Bacon?
Yes, it's sweet and savory, like maple covered bacon or something like that.
That's an interesting.
That's very not.
Yes, I think so too, and it is quite strong. So expect something interesting from Thorgar. That is what I have come to understand.
Oh my dear, you are absolutely wasted.
No, there's just all that grows on that.
I am never wasted.
My tolerance is about average, but it goes through me quickly.
Wasted in this sense means very drunk.
Oh, is that so? It just feels everything feels very warm and fun. Funny for some reason.
That is called being drunk, my dear.
Oh, is this what you are like when you are drunk, my love? When do I get to see that?
At this point, I've drank for so long. I would need something
How many fingers am I holding up?
far stronger.
You work too hard for that shit.
10?
And me convincing you.
Yeah, no, she's drunk.
What? Do people not know how to get? Am I not able to get? What? Really? What? Things are blurry. That is not my fault.
That's true.
Exactly. It looked like more.
You should drink one of it.
At least 2, 3 more. Oh, that is right. That is blurry.
Looking for someone who's that SMR.
Keeps it more lately than
Did I miss here?
What?
I get a drunken serenade.
I'm not looking for an SMR. They were asking me about the cat. I was explaining that they don't have a name yet. I don't know the breed.
I think you should call him Bertrand.
Who brings a ukulele or guitar to the
Bertrand?
party and wants to sing Wonderwall?
I'll ask him about that. I don't know if
Hello, I'm a bard. Nice to meet you.
Anyways, Wonderwall.
I'm a bit of trouble hearing out of my right ear at the moment.
No.
I think I got water in it.
I don't know what this Wonderwall is.
I see a wonder in front
And
of
I'm
me.
playing a
That's what
song
I
for
see.
my wife. Thank you very much.
Oh. I am a wife already. Look at that. He is trying to skip past the fun parts.
Damn, I missed the wedding.
No, I'm just being a jerk.
Oh, we have not even had the bachelorette party yet. I'm told we need that. And a bachelor.
Have I just been gone that long?
Just literally everybody who has a gun.
I mean, if I wanted to fuck with you, now I can think you.
I mean, considering we had. How many genuine guitars did I see in service?
does that.
I don't know.
The joke is.
Hey, Jaden, Snoop, can I borrow you for a minute?
So yeah.
The question is, when do I get serenaded with the golden song again?
Radio people were dangerous.
Oh, you know,
She's got dwarven moonshine. She's holding up alright.
And I had to fix it.
I bet it is the
that one's for
dragon.
special occasions.
Imagine every single radio was blaring.
Yeah, so let's say that.
Not like it's a bad thing.
Also, the fact that it is being converted into mana.
This is gonna be too, like, yeah, kind of expected.
That song is for special occasions.
That song, you do your day singing that
No,
song, and then you fall asleep.
I get to decide when is a special occasion. I think this is a very special occasion. I get to be drunk for the first time.
Yes, but then when I play it, you won't remember it.
What? You
And
mean
that's a
I will not
shame.
remember this?
21 notches on his pistol.
There's a chance.
Again and again.
But it is not entirely. Perhaps I do it anyway, and then I will tell you whether I remember. And then once I can remember, then you just do it again after the fact.
Well, no, that's not how it works, my dear.
How does it work?
Very drunk.
Dwarven moonshine. It is very good. Do you want some?
Then if
There's
I
part
play
of
the
a bottle
song
here.
and you don't remember it,
Please don't give out
then the
alcohol
moment
to people.
Why?
is no
Good
longer
for God.
special.
I can't get drunk anyways.
That's also fair.
What do you mean it is not special anymore?
Because if you don't remember it, then the moment is ruined.
But there is no guarantee
I
that
played
I
it
will
for
not
nothing.
remember. Oh, you played it for me. That is not nothing, Mister.
Well, yes, but then you'll get the song when I decide you will get the song.
But I wish to hear it.
And you will in good time.
Why are you so mean?
I'm not being mean, you're just drunk.
It could be both.
Queen.
It was a band.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just you're drunk.
I do not see how that plays into anything in this. You are being like Rama. You are gaslighting me. How dare you?
Elvis
thought
was
gaslighting wasn't real.
For that, the loot goes up.
I mean, they're definitely one of the most popular ones in the world.
Why are you doing this to
Gaslighting's
me?
definitely real. How else would you use a gas stove?
You're right.
My dear, I would never gaslight you.
Oh, jeez.
You promise.
Of course.
I promise, I always tell you the truth.
Well, that is not true. You have fibbed. I know the word fibbed.
If you had dwarven moonshine.
You could be a fibber.
As the first
I have had to correct you.
But from that moment on, I've always told you the truth.
Yep.
I had absinthe once, and I disobeyed the orders of the barkeeper. He said, "Sit your ass down and don't stand up
I
after you drink
suppose
this."
so.
I did.
But I am washing you.
The stool and myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
As I was wrapped my foot around the bar stool.
That is what I
trapped
thought.
In my drunken stupor from just one glass, and damn near cracked
I
my
still need to know what to try. It was very good.
Absence is.
There's literally nothing left.
Be a first time. Like you want your first time drink.
I mean, it was
I would, but that is, it's empty, my dear.
Oh No, my drink is broken.
I think maybe I was.
No, you just drank it all.
Yes, that makes it broken. It is no longer.
Do you want me to get you some water?
She's right, that does make it kind of broken.
Why would I need water? This is all being converted into mana.
Cider. Just apple juice.
Oh, right. You're lucky.
I knew
now
that.
I'm upset.
Why?
Because you don't have to deal with a hangover. You get all the benefits of the alcohol and then not have to deal with any of the negatives.
Well, if you want, you could probably get one of these too, and then you would not have to deal with it.
I thought cider was just like pure apple.
Wouldn't that involve me having to die?
No, why? Could you not simply transfer into something else? I did not die, and I am here.
Yes, but you are a unique case, my dear. You're a spirit.
Yes, I have a soul, and you have a soul. That is how that works.
I can't separate myself from my body like you. That would kill me.
Why not? I have heard of people being have those out-of-body experiences. I have heard the stories of that. How is that different?
I don't know. I don't drink it. I drink soju.
That's different. It's not a literal soul leaving the body.
Yeah. Are there not spells for that, though?
Because most things don't last long.
People just project.
Introduced it
There
to me
are,
one
but they're
day.
considered
When we went out gambling.
not good.
Oh, why? It seems perfectly useful in cases like this.
Those kind of spells would be very... what? Dark magic?
Usually because who they're doing it on doesn't exactly consent to it.
See, that is just a matter of consent. If you wanted,
My dear,
then.
I'm pretty sure those spells would literally rip my soul from my body.
Well, that is no good.
Yeah, there's...
Why would they do?
That
Oh,
would
this...
cause the death of the body.
We were talking about alcohol and how I was
While my
What is magic for if not to solve problems? Without being... Okay, some people do dumb stuff with it, but I think there'd be someone that would know how to do it properly. But then again, you will not even get your taste buds fixed. You will not even drink with me with the spell.
No, that was a very human reaction. I see what you mean.
And then you are complaining about how not getting any of the good parts.
He looks like you said the
Or me getting the good parts and not the bad parts. But you could get plenty of the good parts and not the bad parts. Yeah, you could try it without having the hangover too with this spell. The same with the cakes. You could taste the cakes and apparently not get all bloated or whatever Echo said it was.
I'm fairly certain I couldn't.
Why?
I don't know, well... I don't think that would be the same.
I am very... Why? I am confused.
It's not the same. Having a drink is...
We're going to sit on the wood floor this time.
It's hard to explain.
Nope.
Well then explain it to me. You are smart, my love.
That's it. I ain't.
Having a drink is supposed to be relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you're with someone and you're having a good time.
Yes? Is that not what we are having?
You casting a spell or something?
Yes. However, one of us has to remain sober enough to get home.
I'm assuming someone's talking about
I'm certain we will both be sober enough by the time anyone is going home. This will be converted very quickly, and then it'll be fine.
Are you sure?
No, but I have a very good idea.
Well, how about this? When we get home, we both can drink to our heart's content. And we'll share our senses so that way I can actually taste it.
It's about time! Why did it take you over 2 weeks? Technically 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Which is still pretty bad.
Because I didn't need any of that.
I don't know.
I had you.
Oh, you are being so adorable again, even though it does not really answer the question properly, because that is not even what it was about. You could still
Because
have
I don't
both.
need a sense of taste. I don't need a sense. You are enough, my dear. I don't need a sense of taste.
I know that, but
I don't need to see.
enjoy the icing on the cake, my love. That is what I am doing, especially all those cakes that we had the other night.
Oh shit.
But you were enjoying it, and I can have cake and taste it at any time.
Yes, and
You
now
only
so
get your
can I.
first time once. I was letting you experience it without having to worry about me. But it seems I failed.
Why is that? Oh, because I want you to do the things that I get to do first with me, then we can do it together. Especially since it has been so long for you, right? That means it could be the first for you too.
Bean soup?
I keep trying to get you to do second firsts.
By the way, as I was explaining,
I don't think that's how that works, my dear.
That is how I think it works. So that is how it works now.
from the food truck before had someone shoved through the engine block and caused the whole thing to blow up. Yeah, damn near give me a heart attack.
And I apologize for taking so
Calm
long.
myself down.
The other city was different than Lower Zafira.
No? Different how?
I never had coffee before.
Well, cleaner for one.
Oh, finally! That is not a...
Time and pressure?
That is not a high bar to cross, my love. That is a very low bar.
No, this is... I would argue to say that the upper city was cleaner than Orlando, Osaka.
What?
A lot of businesses, corporations, and expensive shops.
Is that why?
I mean, considering she kind of is one.
Well, that wouldn't make sense. It is the upper part. That is how that tends to work. The table is too far away. Thank you, my love.
I hadn't before, and I... Wait, no, I knew Peep. Okay, she was the second rock person I ever met.
Oh, what else was it like?
I do not think I met her. As far as I can
Well, there's a
remember,
lot
the only rock people I
more
met
security there, but
Same here.
Peep has a brother.
a lot less of the riffraff that tends to frequent
Well,
the
that
lower
makes
sections.
sense, yes. So is it like Yoshiwara then? The upper crust go to have fun.
Yes, there was several places
That sounds about right.
A lot of people in fancy clothing.
Ooh.
Honestly, you probably would have loved it.
Let's see, what other
Why did
perks
you know? You
did
need
I
to
have
take
here?
me next time.
First couple of weeks,
Yes, I
ever had a cell phone. That was
wanted to
still have it actually. It's,
look around before I
they call a Nokia.
brought anyone else with me.
And the screen didn't even crack.
I see.
You know me, always being overprotective.
Even though we are going to do.
My first friend was
Thanks for checking in. Still a piece of garbage. Not mercenary.
Thanks
We're
to
doing other things together.
Hell Knight for
right?
my sub gift. Less than three, thank you.
Thank you so much, May.
Mercenary work.
Also, Villeman, do you think this
Yes. Though, which is why we need to figure out and use something a little more protective. If you're going to be working with me.
I suppose so.
The two humans here. I mean,
But we also said that we were going to travel places together.
Oh, absolutely. We have. Well, now we have the funds to do so. Without worry.
Yeah, so if you start going places ahead of time because you are overprotective, then we do not get that first experience together.
No, that is completely different. That is called vacation.
Yeah.
Went to the Red Wilds and I had not one but two demi-humans fall asleep on me, and I was like, well, fellas, it's been nice knowing you. I literally cannot move anymore. It was entirely platonic before there is any discussion of the.
The only one ahead in for Upper Zephyra just because it's Zephyra, my dear.
All green.
Did they happen to be humans?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's like the. Is it like the?
Because I refuse to let anything happen to you. Especially involving any riffraff from Zephyra.
I sat still for nearly 40 minutes.
So what you're saying?
Yeah, of course, it shall be fine.
I did.
Is she starting to sober up?
Because the day prior,
still remains to be seen.
We are having a nice conversation. It is simply being converted into mana anyway. Just let it get it through.
I'm actually more surprised that you are getting drunk as you put stuff to Nana.
I've been informed of the
Because usually the process of you processing the alcohol in your stomach is what makes you drunk.
The Can Brothers.
But Alice knew that I had not been able to taste things for people to try experiences. I think we talked about this at one point. At least have some sort of effect.
It's not about to be one of those animated cartoons.
I did not understand half of what he was talking about, though. So,
They know one another.
but as long as it works, that is what I care about.
Don't blame the giant orc over there.
Oh hell no. I think I know what you're talking about. Better not be one of those.
What are they talking about?
Better not be one of those.
I have no idea, but I probably scared them away with my lute playing. Seeing as how someone was so offended.
Why be offended? I'm not. Why would
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I was yelling back at them.
Yes. Congratulations.
Well, that is no good.
And
yes.
Oh dear.
Oh jeez.
I know. This is what's happening.
I'd rather just take as a slapstick duel at this point.
That is your name.
I like hearing your lute.
We've also suggested that to Leaky for a brand of coffee.
Yes, which is one day I'm going to find a Ludwig amongst all this mess.
Yes, the bigger and bigger the mess that he is apparently a part of.
Which, knowing Leaky, he will possibly jump on that.
Which I could offer him sanctuary if he needs it.
Vicky's original plan about me and him making fishing
Something tells me that man probably has at least 20 people saying the same exact thing.
Whatever went with that.
Yes, but call it an old habit dies hard.
We got busy.
Yes, it does.
So to explain that one, Charles, one day while hunting,
Me being a
Pokemon in
protector
Orlando,
and all.
Jaden dipped their tail into
I
the
have
lake and a magic carp
noticed.
bit it.
It worked.
Whew, that is a feeling.
Good job.
So Leaky got the bright idea of trying to use some of Jaden's
Are you alright?
to make fishing lures.
Yes, my love, more than alright.
I mean,
It
that
is
just doesn't sound
spinning
very
for a
humane, I'm
moment,
gonna
but
be
it seems
honest
to be
with you.
dying down.
I mean, my hair grows back. I literally
I
just
would
keep shaving
assume
it
it
off with
grows
a
That was probably the alcohol.
Just be plucking it bit by bit and be like,
Is that
"Alright,
so?
we need
Is
to
this
tie
what
all
I've
these
heard
ti-
before?
Fishing line is
I
big.
have
That
seen
shit can
many,
go
many a
on.
person
We're shaving my tail.
saying similar things, so
Brush your tail.
it is nice to finally experience what I would normally view from someone's mouth.
Yeah,
but you could just like brush the tail.
And, well, depending on the alcohol, for some people it's a different experience every time, depending on the kind.
Some of y'all thought about this for like a lot longer than
Well,
just
that is good to know. There's plenty that Thorgar makes, so I can try it. See if it is different.
I mean, look, you know, you may struggle with like the hair on your head, but like when it's all over your body and you have to brush and it just gets everywhere.
I was going
Well, I
to
don't
argue
have it all
right,
over my
chest
body, but it's
hair,
still a
but then
pain
I'm pretty
sometimes.
sure you win that that competition. Pretty sure like your hand has more hair than mine
Talking
has.
about.
Yes, I do. You know how long it takes me to get ready in the morning? 2 fucking hours.
Jesus Christ. I make sure
Yeah,
I don't
well,
have any
look at this.
gunpowder on my face, and then I'm pretty much good to go.
Great face,
Of course, I
great
get
hand.
bathed and all that, but you know, I only do so much for living in Zephyra. Or
How are you feeling?
rather.
Bathe, get ready.
Very good.
Morning prayers and all that. Right. And then make chemicals.
Very, very good.
God, I'm living my whole life with my shitty.
And get us switching steadily.
It's a 20-minute shower and then I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think we're
Then again, I don't have-
Body hair.
You have no idea
I
how
was
long
gonna
it
say,
takes
I don't
for me to
have-
clean this hair.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was gonna say I don't have
you're
the same hair care regimen that you
the
do.
biggest struggler out of the male category here. Between the both of us,
I
we
forget
probably
honey
have
stuck in my
about
hair
as much
sometimes.
hair as their paw.
Question. 20 minutes, why does it take so long?
You're pretty small.
He likes hot showers.
I gotta. It's good for my shell.
Nothing wrong with
So
it.
what else did you see?
I'm more used to.
Just
Like I'm getting close.
flashy
I feel like I'm getting close.
shops, people trying to sell me things that I didn't need. People telling me, oh, I can replace your bad eye.
Sometimes you have to ration more.
Ah.
Give me 10 minutes.
You eat food in the shower.
Yes, they were wanting to shove electronics in my skull.
Oh. Oh, one of those
That
types,
kind
of
of fix.
course, yes.
We had the
I
bucket
forgot,
sometimes. That was all we
Zephyra.
had. Just whatever water you could get in the bucket, you go. You get that sorted for everything, and then you're on the move for another 11 hours.
Did you manage to find anything you liked?
Yikes.
I may have found someone to help with the armor.
Oh? Exciting.
2 hours.
Uh,
Seriously.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Though it's quality material.
Chores and my other work done. You get up at the crack of dawn just to be ready to get
So,
moving at dawn.
Charles, I have more hair.
a bit expensive, but it's nothing I can't afford.
Same. I also have more hair than you do.
I figured as much.
That don't excuse
Do
it.
I get to see it when we get home?
I still
Oh,
have
how long will it
most
take?
of the well, alright.
They didn't tell me how long it would take. The order is in and they'd tell me, they'd let me know.
So that means that you have to go back.
Yeah, I don't have the hair density.
Yes.
You know, 2 legs, a chest, an arm, a head.
Maintain.
Then we can go out, have a nice dinner.
I just need to be able to lift roughly my body weight, so.
That sounds more like it, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
We can go to some of the fancier shops.
I miss bread.
Buy you some things if you want them.
Go to a bakery and
Getting better and better, yes.
How much do I lift?
Yeah.
Do and see whatever you wish.
Yeah, deadlifting. Impressive.
Sounds nice.
Very lean physique for it, but that's good, I suppose. That's good shit.
Not sure myself.
Yeah.
I haven't tried deadlifting yet.
Very high protein diet.
260?
Well, then I look forward to it.
About a ball highway.
I mean, the main thing I have to be concerned about then is that that's not counting additional equipment, which is going to be an issue.
I guess Jaden may want to talk to you because they seem to be consistently asking whether or not you're drunk still.
Oh. Jaden, did you need me?
Huh? No! I was just asking if you wanted water.
Oh. No, it is fine. It seems to have mostly gone through. That was fun, though.
Okay.
I do not get any good.
Yeah, no.
Well, I did get some gossip before, but nothing new
to
yet.
drag someone out of somewhere. Well, all right. They weigh X amount.
Is that so?
With the ammo, with the weapons.
Oh, nothing since a couple days ago.
Sometimes it's just dragging.
I see. Well, it sounds like they're all gossiping over there now.
So.
There was one time Rama came with me to the gym and was spotting for me while I was lifting weights. Now picture as you will, a little fucking 2-foot tall fairy dragon who can barely lift 30 pounds spotting me while I'm lifting 200 pounds worth of weights.
I think at that point the only spotting he's doing is calling 911 whenever it comes crashing down.
He was sitting on my chest while doing it.
Oh, that very much sounds like Rama, yes.
Even closer to being able to call 911.
And it gets better. He had to scry on me to find me because he can't read a map.
That also very much sounds right.
Scrying magic was easier than reading a map.
So here's the problem. I get it. Zafir is a bit of a clusterfuck. Who here doesn't own a phone?
I mean, I technically don't own one because I have
Technically you do, because it's
That is a coin.
connected
That
to
is
mine.
different.
So you don't count. So we just have one. Okay, we just have one. Alright, what happens when you can't find something and you have a phone?
Look it up on the phone.
You look it the fuck up. So why is he scrying?
Because he's a fairy
Because
dragon.
scrying's easier.
Because for him, scrying is easier than learning how to read a fucking map as a
the
Zafira.
warbly warp, and then you could like imagine someone's location in your thoughts. Whereas I
They
can
are
just
fucking
spend
built
like
different.
10 seconds looking up an address.
That is not true.
I'm just gonna assume it has something to do with
Rama
magic.
also had me take his
Guess we're not
tablet
good friends.
all the way from where he fucking lives with Mona to Elise's shop, all because he couldn't work out why the fucking Wi-Fi wasn't working in his hoard.
What the hell?
All because he wanted to watch movies. He thought his tablet was broken. There was nothing wrong with it.
We finally
You just
found
had no
someone
Wi-Fi
more
signal.
technologically illiterate than me. Impressive.
Speaking of robot,
I was out here calling cell
the
phones
first.
portable terminals.
He has a slice
Speaking
of
of
the
robot,
very
he's an
first
asshole.
pizza he ever ate in his hoard.
I'll be calling cell
Wouldn't that get moldy?
Oh.
Yes.
That don't sound very good.
Dragons quite
that is
literally
probably where my
will
mud cookies
add anything
went.
to a hoard. Anything they value.
Stinky.
Wait, now that I think about it. Hey, Kise, are you gonna start
Nasty hordes
building
in
a
every
hoard
ship.
now that you're part dragon?
I have been curious,
I mean, possibly
considering
a
what it
hoard
would
of
be.
offerings.
That is true.
Would that just be a shrine?
Actually, better question. In when you're in that body, do you have dragon urges? Do you like want to possess things?
Mm.
You're like, this is mine now.
Well, I've been like that since before.
She does that with the wolf for a long time.
She's been like that for a while, let's be honest.
I think different dragons culturally hoard different things. Last time I checked, I don't know what type of dragon you are.
Hmm.
Topaz.
Partly yes, and partly Eastern River.
I have no idea what those hoard. I know some dragons hoard people.
I learned a bit about this. Ellis pointed me in the directions of some information. Apparently, topaz dragons tend to be
couch cushions.
similar. They like things that involve creation and destruction, sort of entropy. So technically, my Kizami works
like a bomb.
perfectly. I created myself, and then it gets destroyed in its use.
Did I hear a bomb?
What?
Yeah, that's a bomb.
What?
I guess that-
You create a bomb. It blows up. It destroys things. How is this?
That
Oh.
makes sense. No, you. I just wanted to make sure I heard correctly.
Get the C4!
What?
You have C4 on you.
Oh shit.
Give the
I don't have
C4
it
to
on
Kise
me.
as an
I
offering.
own some technically. I want to
No, no bombs. No,
6'2" NATO.
no.
Speaking of, one of our recruits Tiberius also knows how to make grenades. Explosives.
It is just fun to hear you say that.
just in
Get all
case.
worried.
No.
You are adorable.
Of course I'm worried.
I'm guessing no one needs 1,000+ rounds of ammunition.
I'm still I'm still mostly human.
I know, my love. I simply am saying what was in the research, not what I actually feel.
I don't need to worry about
I know.
I'm sure you already have people to help,
I
but
don't- already have a difficult time with all this
I need someone to spot you that can actually.
technology. I don't need to deal with things that go boom.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hmm.
I need a
Alright, you
party
enjoy the
around
other
here.
kinds of
recently,
explosions, do you
actually.
not?
Getting a little pudgy around here.
Yes, but those are different.
Situation was so complicated.
But they fit into the idea of entropy.
My God.
I mean,
The
Mike's
creation, the
situation's also
destruction.
complicated.
I
It's so
suppose.
fucking complicated.
I don't know.
Everything used to be simple.
Who knows? Maybe that is.
Yeah.
Maybe that is my.
Oh, Jaden, my.
Simple.
Oh,
You remember the first
my life was never simple.
So good, I used to jump off the cliff into the water.
As if you would like simple.
I would go insane.
That is what I
And I
thought.
kept whacking my head on the beams.
Oh, happily. Make things as complicated as you like, Sigurdsson.
They were so human sized. It was so annoying.
The phantom limb stuff.
I mean, if you want some to know,
I'm kind of
You're gonna kill me.
This house is spacious.
Thing where if you
Because I haven't hit my head on
in front
anything
of a mirror
yet.
and then like have it reflected and then have somebody.
I have to find more of the creation side
That
of
hits in the back of my skull.
Size kitchen.
I mean, Jaden, if
Actually,
you want some
think about it.
nostalgia, I can
Or
throw
I
you.
just put my arm on where it has a sensor where I can
No, I'm
just
good.
scratch.
It was a joke anyway.
I can also throw you.
I know you can.
However, I thought Moko was going to be coming today, and we could, you know,
No.
just practice being together. Oh.
Yes.
If I haven't told you, you don't want to know how much I can lift.
I heard my name.
I think you told me before, but it's scary.
I feel like I have.
I don't think Mocha's that far away.
I can probably shoot Mocha a message, see where she's at.
No damn clue.
It's kind of difficult to make messages on the
Did I
break
tell you
with
Jerry's
this,
learning how to
the one
type in
hand.
common?
I think you told me he was learning common. I didn't know you learned how to
Did you
type.
still wish to check out the
It's a process. You gotta just wax his face against the tablet.
So instead,
I know he also made his house and helps the house organize the books.
Probably not tonight.
And by organize, I mean he posts things on the
The
shelves.
trip is the upper sphere took it out of me.
I would expect as much.
Hey Charles, on your six.
I can just text by thinking.
Kitsune 1, Kitsune 2.
But I can tell Jerry this is your cats.
Did you do that on top of your 8 hours of workout?
He was asking if we can get a cat. I told him no, because it's not
Yes.
our house.
Why do you do this to yourself?
That's her.
Well, it was only 4. The other 4 is later.
Are you going to do that later?
But
Oh.
How
are you doing?
He somehow convinced Michael Liger to open doors for him, which is a little bit concerning.
most of that is, well, you know.
Dominate Wilson.
Oh, is that what it has become now?
Yes.
The noodle with no arms.
It's my cardio.
Spirits.
So I get to tell people I'm constantly helping you with your cardio.
He got in the group chat once.
Yes.
But he worked out how to log into it from my tablet.
Then you shall not be
reset everything
saying
on the
that I'm going
tablet.
to kill you. I'm helping you with your heart.
Discovered a team name for
Oh no, you absolutely will be the death of me.
Put a program that Creation told me about on there that they teach. They use the wasteland to teach children English.
And that is the point where we can see about Alice getting you a proper body.
Oh, I thought it was cream of beans.
If it's going to happen anyway.
Actual program even worse.
Cream of beans.
You know, fair enough.
I
think
Indeed you are.
And see, I would have remembered.
So,
We weren't sure, so now we know.
Now we know.
Exactly.
Cream of beans. Cream of beans. Cream of beans.
Fuck even would be soup.
Cream.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Skim milk latte.
What happens if you add
I do
milk
not
to
know what
coffee?
everyone decided to sit on the wood.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a
or
good question.
Traditional cream of broccoli.
To be fair, most of us are bigger than that couch. I know I am. I take a pass of it by myself.
That is true. That is where you find people that
Someone
know
started-
certain spells. They can sprawl.
I'm small.
Yeah. Some of us don't have the luxury of being human-sized.
I figured I'd take off the arm and just kind of
Not with that attitude.
help you out with how I do things for however long we'd be here.
I just realized same side.
Yep.
Cannot even go
I
down
guess
to the
I
beach.
can.
I still have to wait on my new suit.
That
It's
is
fine. That's what makes it
definitely a
easier.
coincidence.
Oh,
They're
right, sorry, but not sorry.
Fuck's sake.
Of course you
I
are.
made that joke when I lost this arm. You don't get to claim that.
I made the joke yesterday, I think. Well,
It was very well made.
what she said to you, by the way.
Noticed it took you a bit more than I thought.
Nice material, too.
I told her she shouldn't make that joke, but I laughed.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe she shall make it stronger next time just to challenge you.
Well, next time I probably won't tear it because I don't like making a habit out of tearing other people's clothes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sadly,
Really?
Sonichi made that joke.
Oh, once you learn that spell, it should not be as much of a problem.
Actually,
Oh, no, you're right. And that is another reason why I have to find Ludwig.
True. Shinichi's arms
Because it will make my life so much easier and
still,
far less expensive.
It's very nice
Oh, are you trying to learn that from Ludwig?
Fuck off. Okay.
He might be able to help.
Perhaps.
Or know someone who can point me in the right direction. After all, I was going to see if he'd let me join his, Bardic circle.
Really? Even after all this going on?
Yes, even with everything going on, I still believe Ludwig did what he did with his best intentions.
Well, perhaps.
Oh, yes, no way.
I have a feeling
Though, things may get even more complicated.
I don't even know this individual, but I'm.
Well, and honestly, I'm a fighter, and well, there's. I'm not saying bards can't fight. I've met people who absolutely can hold their own that were skalds and bards, so they could probably use some assistance at the very least, should things get worse.
You're going to be getting all political about it.
I mean,
Bringing out the Jarl side.
I was going to say, Jarl backing them may potentially help.
Actually cast prestidigitation just to make that fucking joke.
It seems they still have very little to go on.
No, I have an audio system built
And from what I've seen of the metagram, they are not being kind.
It's me.
I'm a hyena.
Yes, but a lot of those people are on Metagram are very stupid.
That is very true. I was hoping to at least find smarter worshippers.
They can't even differentiate between what's a cannibal and what's not.
That is true. That is very true.
Yoga ball.
Well, are we really on that topic?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're discussing things.
Don't worry about it, Charles.
Oh, that time where Mona turned Jaden into a yoga ball. Love you too, buddy.
I don't think it was polymorph.
I am not getting into another fucking anatomy lesson. Then why
I was referring more to the cannibal talk, but okay, never mind.
Yes, no. Oh, that is what we were talking about.
I wasn't there for the explanation. I think it involves a lot of content.
Use your imagination.
Charles.
No.
Charles.
Oh, Charles.
They're making
Charles,
a dirty
my
joke.
Charles.
The sweet
They're
summer
making a
child.
joke at my expense. You know what, Charles, go to the internet. Educate yourself.
Honestly, be happy you don't know, I guess. Probably better.
Actually, yeah.
But yet, we are an educational guild. If we are not going to educate, then what is the point?
Blessed be the mind too small to think about it.
Very true.
Blessed be the ignorant.
Yes, we're also about comfortability and consent.
That is true.
Also true.
I was watching from the railing.
But how do they know?
If you ask them to do that, you're forcing someone to explain something about their own anatomy.
That is true.
Just because I don't understand how Jaden was somehow turned into a yoga ball with some sort of altar-shaped nonsense, doesn't mean that you have to bring my old baby into
I don't think that's what they mean, Charles.
Charles!
I know what they mean.
Don't worry
because
about
I
it.
know damn well
Charles,
they ain't joking
Charles,
about the
don't
whole
worry
lich
about it.
thing.
Don't
What do you mean, don't worry about it? I am
Yeah.
going to protest the slander that the individual I used to work for was a witch.
What?
What?
You're telling me said Jesus Christ resurrected a few days afterwards just fine, was able to raise the dead, transmute things, and how many other things?
I don't know,
could be
doesn't
an
that make
SMR.
him a cleric?
Who?
Didn't he do the same fucking thing?
I guess so.
You got you
It's
there.
funny to say lich.
I do not know.
God damn it.
Oh wait,
Jesus
Jesus Christ!
Technically do the same thing, but all those spell types are necromancy.
True. But can clerics bring themselves back from the dead?
Depends on the
That's-
spell.
That makes it lich.
Yeah, I think it depends on the
maybe they had
spell.
someone
outside of
else
their
do
body.
it. I got no idea.
Yes.
I wasn't around plus years ago.
I believe there is a. If memory serves, I believe there is a spell that could raise yourself. Maybe.
Possibly.
Would that make me a lich now? Hold up the
All
case.
this giggling.
I'm technically outside of my body at the moment.
You gotta remember.
You never had a
it's
body.
She's the embodiment of chaos.
Well, this is my body.
A lich. Well, no, a lich.
Just thinking.
Yes, a mortal ripping their soul from their body,
I'm gonna head up for now. I got some
Let's see.
Whether or not Mocha is absolutely a
storing it in an object, and then
means she's that way because she's a kitsune.
hiding it
Actually
away
does
so that
bring up
way
a good
when.
point.
Hmm.
Because there are dragon liches.
No. No.
Really?
You almost did exactly, to be fair.
Yes, and then I caught myself. Because I ain't gonna be insulting a friend. No, you're not an asshole. But no, I don't really know why you're this way. Assume you were just born with it. Maybe you got
Maybe it's
silky
maple
hair.
I think
Maybe it's
the,
maple leaf. I don't fucking know.
You're not. Are you undead right now?
Oh.
Are you classified as an undead?
Attribute my chaos
Well, I
to
am
making
not
it
dead, if that is
If
the
I-
correct definition.
And I'm a bee.
If I cast some type of magic on you that affects only undead, would it affect you?
How would I know? I do not believe so, but I was never alive.
Is a
Magic.
is a Skumagami considered undead?
Well, spirits are dead.
No, of course not. We were never alive. We were never dead. How
That's
can
actually
we
a good
be?
question.
I can't do magic anymore.
I was going to say yokai
Would
are
them-
generally a special.
Are they
Because
aberrations?
they're alive, but they're also not. It's kind of a weird gray area.
Also, the color is a good look on
Because I have a venom
Are,
compensator in place.
are angels considered undead?
Which
They're a
is-
type
do
of
you
spirit
mean?
as well.
That is true. Though I think they're just called celestial.
Oh dear, no, she's not injured.
You might be considered a celestial.
That sounds actually very nice.
He's contemplating life.
I was going to say technically you're a kami, so you have something worshipping you. So yes, you have a host of people worshipping you. So yes, I believe you are a celestial.
A celestial. I like the sound of that.
And you gain powers through followers.
Also true.
She's gonna bite you.
It's actually really interesting to think about because the difference between a dead spirit, a spirit that used to be a person, and you is very minimal. Because you're all. The reason that you want worship, to my understanding, is admiration. It fuels you.
To an extent, yes. Or at least the belief and the strong emotions tends to at least fuel our spiritual power in ways that
I'm heavily confused.
are slightly different
The
from my
M16
normal
has an
way of getting that, which is through
receiver.
use.
Yeah, the missile
So,
knows where it is. because it
other
knows where it
spirits
isn't.
The missile
also do
knows where it
that.
is
Not
because it knows where it
specifically
uses it.
admiration,
By using
but
some
other
weird
emotions.
computer
So
shit
fear,
and the GRE,
arousal,
the computer can tell where the
that's a
missile
no-no.
is because it knows where it isn't.
depression,
Some other shit involving
sadness,
a bunch of
every
jargon.
other emotion you
It's
can think
just
of.
differentials in data. I don't understand why they made that talk 4 minutes fucking long.
So I guess the only difference is
This is how you know
they worship you as a god.
world.
Perception is reality. That's actually a good question for you. So there are spells that affect who you perceive as allies,
Dude,
but no one else.
just look up the missile knows where it is. You'll get it.
Okay, true.
So the conception of a spell, the utterance of the
gonna
words
look it
and
up
your
now.
formation of
Read it
mana is through your perception.
I'm looking up a video.
Oh, Boxton. Which is good.
Right.
I'm going to get
So
in my
godhood
canteen and
is through
enjoy
the
this.
perception of the wielder.
Don't know what's good about Exotic.
They're perceiving her as a god, therefore she is one.
Which means that
That's fair. Yes.
That is with all
Yeah, you have an excuse to make
gods,
soup, and then
Kami,
you
as
can
I've
shake them
noticed.
and be like,
If one
"Oh,
gets rid
you're
of all
full
of their
soup."
followers, they no longer exist. They no longer have their power. They're no longer a god. The more worshippers, the more power.
That's why a lot of gods covet worshippers in that way. That's usually how they maneuver with each other.
You know what I saw a
They want
post?
to steal or poach followers
Oh
from each other.
no, what did you realize?
Owls are flying pillows.
So luckily, at least for
know
us,
that.
we all, for the most part, we are a unit.
You can't tell me that owls don't always
If one
look
believes in one of
angry.
us, they believe in all of us. Though, there
Never seen
are
one before, so I would
some, like
know.
myself, who crossed over, given that,
Nope.
It's not wrong.
as yokai, was never worshipped before.
And yeah, they're not wrong.
I mean, they kind
But
of
if I
look
can gather
angry,
enough, then I become
but
part
they
of
also
the
look like they've had like
animism
6
that
shots of
is Kamidom.
espresso.
Or they look like they're always plotting something.
Just think about that. Comparing her to Mona, for instance, who gains power through.
He ain't even
Yeah.
here. This is soup territory now. I claim
That's a
claim it.
frightening
Yeah.
thought.
It's soup territory. Which is great for,
Soup
you know,
territory.
You claim
They don't
this
go
land
soup
in the name of
so
territory.
summer consumption.
Exactly.
I wonder, actually,
I
that's a
also
good
saw a
question. I
post
wonder if a
somewhere that
benevolent
says it's
spirit
time
can
for
do that
Fat
enough
Girl
that they become a
Fall.
god. Can
I
they
do like
instill
that.
enough fear?
If it works
Uh-huh.
like that, I
Why
don't
not?
see why not.
There's certainly malevolent Kami of great
I
renown.
mean, people worship Loki, and he's
You think
kind
that
of
Sir Kevin
malevolent.
Where
Smith
does the
with
power
giant
of any
dragon
evil
orcs
god come
is-
from?
Whose sole job is just to cook creme brulee.
Or
Well, it depends on
malevolent.
the evil god, because sometimes
I don't know what a
Yeah,
creme brulee
God
probably.
gained power through
I wouldn't doubt it.
contracts
Okay,
of some kind. Usually
That is
you
true.
advocate for a certain amount of power for certain something.
I mean, he's
But
also
in a
Just
sense,
usually
that contract is a
worship
worship
for,
to an
educate
extent.
this man.
The same as with my normal.
Yes, it's the worship.
Creme brulee, trust me, it's a really good dessert.
Yes, so the worship is the promise of later reward.
I'll bring some up to the cathedral.
Worship me, and at some point I'll give you power.
Oh no, you're too far away.
Are you
She's
educated
stumped.
about the missile?
Yeah, this is the type of deep philosophical
shudder
conversation
at
I
the
come here
thought
for.
I feel like that's insensitive.
Of Mona becoming a god.
Can't help it, sorry. It makes it more fun. That's not a hand, that's a lie. That's what that
It
is.
really depends on how you view it.
I'm about to throw my prosthetic.
So,
Either
she's
way,
rather
it's
powerful.
I just had a really mean
It's
one.
a
I kind of want to say it.
mildly terrifying thought.
No, no,
Oh,
it's
it could
worse
be
than
worse,
that.
I
Hey,
suppose.
Mocha,
Tell me.
My eyes are technically prosthetic.
if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh, wait.
True.
The goddess you know versus the goddess you don't.
Well, they won't clap anyway, they're not happy. Fine.
Actually,
Sorry.
I'll find a way
I
to
guess
clap.
that's the sound of one hand.
the beings of spirituality are
Not all of us
molded by the
clap with our
perception
hands.
of the
They learned
morals
that
around them.
firsthand.
Got too fast.
So
Sometimes
you
have to learn
could,
to clap with your ass cheeks.
what you're describing,
That's where
someone,
I'm going.
enough people worshipping Mona could theoretically change what she is.
Jaden's had some
Well, there are plenty of
practice.
stories of that from what I've heard. Read up on someone called a Raven Queen who did something very similar.
Did you help him with that practice?
What took 30 minutes of
So, essentially, if everybody in the guild started perceiving Mona as a god,
or benevolent, or some other type of spirit. It would have to be a lot more than just a guild. A lot more.
Yes.
Oh god, did I get y'all on a tear here?
When they told me what it was, I got kind of interested.
No,
Well, that means we are less of a guild and more of a religion.
Missile enthusiast now.
Missa who now? Gesundheit? What?
I believe I turned Mocha Mori into missile
At what point does a guild become a church?
Oh, so that's what the praise name is.
Whose soul am I signing a will?
Usually if you have an object of worship, that's when a guild becomes a church.
Oh yes, but in this circumstance, if one were to elevate Mona, then the guild become a church. Yes.
No, not you, that one.
It would, yes, if someone did that.
That's right. Susan pudding slime. She's quite literally an edible slime.
That
You
doesn't
were
sound
just in the
kosher.
sand, though. I don't know. Is that the brown sugar?
It's not kosher. It's pudding.
I mean, she literally shot sand.
I don't have
true.
I don't know any fire magic.
I got a match that I can just light one handed.
What?
Oh.
What are y'all watching?
Yes.
What are they?
It may or may not also have mana in it, but...
What are they watching?
I don't know, could it be something on the metagram?
Hmm.
Think about getting something out of his car.
Also, Jaden.
I don't know if I picked up any of this mana, but...
I'm afraid to look at the metagram at the moment.
I can make some calls.
At least until we put out some images.
I don't think I can accept that.
Never mind.
Sure, didn't Echo take some a while back that we never post?
If you wanted more work, I could make some phone calls.
I feel like he did.
Oh, the fish go.
I don't remember.
Too soon, Charles.
I don't remember.
Yes, we can.
I remember, but I don't, if that makes sense.
She's also a sentient person. I'm not going to eat someone.
Oh, the way we just make cool.
Dolls, I hope you don't eat the pudding.
Very true.
Why do you keep calling it flesh?
Excuse me. Oh.
Fun. That's
Adorable.
Well, technically it is.
Hi, Charles.
A trip from Upper City was a little exhausting. More so than I thought.
Apparently
Make
so.
sure and see if these people aren't seeing something horrible on their phone.
Because he's weak, that's why.
Wow, you're missing out the part that it's gonna be worth.
What the fuck did I miss out on the beach?
What did I? He's getting a
Foursome. Mm-hmm.
Come on, you want to see me to flash?
Hey, you start
I
like
asked you to look up where how the missile knows where it is.
Sure I did.
Because it knows where it is by where it isn't.
Did the missile just make Maury sad? I don't know.
Counterpoint, turn vocabulary.
Hungry. Meet you later.
Because it knows where it is.
I'll say I'm taking someone with me later.
I subtracting where it is from where it isn't.
Would you like a hug?
Huggies.
Well, it's gonna be very difficult for me to pull out my phone and listen to it, but I can do my best.
A thought just occurred to me.
Hmm. Hmm.
I said I had forgotten where I wanted to.
Perhaps I can help Ludwig, not by giving him
So, I was going to mention two songs that I actually,
not by giving him sanctuary.
Just basically, nothing really matters, just enjoy it.
I was thinking about perhaps diplomatic immunity.
Oh.
Jaden, you wanna see a magic trick?
Perhaps having the Bardic Circle in its entirety as my envoys to spread ambassadors of sorts, my musical ambassadors. So that way
I want to say something. But
yeah, I know.
It's 88.
it would be far more difficult for someone to harm him.
Hmm.
Funny you say that, because one of them is called Miku Sabbath.
And those amongst the Bardic Circle.
Perhaps. No.
Because you get ate twice.
Does that not bring up other worries and concerns about politics coming back at you, my love, and your village? You have not even been there yet.
And then the other one is Hyper Reality Show, which talks
Well, my village is gone unseen, though I suppose at this point if I did offer that,
It
I
would
would
very
have
much
to
be
bring my
seen.
village into the light.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't look at me in that tone of voice.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna.
You'd see how it would affect current agreements that you are putting into place.
despite all the fakeness, find a reason.
Yes. But it would give people pause before acting out against
Everyone's taught Jerry how to do.
Perhaps.
a friend.
Dude, learned that from Mocha.
Good, good.
You are having to play a bit more of a delicate game now, my love.
The original is Vocaloid.
Yes, this is why well, honestly, why I left. I don't like, not a fan of politics, but if I can, I will use it to help my friends. And the ones I care about.
I prefer the CE missile.
That is what I love about you, among other things. However, do not get too deep into something without considering all the consequences.
The missile that does not fly.
That's why I'm talking to you about it.
I do not vibe with this position.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
You worry too much sometimes.
I gotta make sure my legs are kept for later.
So I've been told.
Yeah, that's
As far as I can tell, Ludric has been around, and so has his Bardic Circle for quite some time. If this ends up destroying them, I would be very surprised.
I said have fun.
Yes, but it seems as though this Malleus has,
It seems though.
well, zealots, for lack of a better term.
You and me are gonna have to stretch the muscles out.
Yes, I suppose so. But apparently everybody likes a bard.
Why did you react to that, Sue?
I don't know. Because I'm not a.
Everyone likes a bard until they don't.
I mean, I could go ask Echo.
Making me emotional for a miss.
Well, so far so good for me.
You made me emotional over a missile.
Of course. Just the don't part is the part I worry over. Maybe I should get drunk.
I would very much like to see it.
Is that why you're wearing a collar too?
Ballistic missile.
When we return home.
There's still some of that bottle
I'll
left
open
over
that
there.
new... Oh, no need. I picked up an expensive bottle of sake.
Oh, exciting.
Yes, I believe it's the kind that is served warm or hot.
Ah, well, if it is not hot enough, I can take care of that.
I'm fine.
It's just eternal stuff.
And if it happens to be the kind that needs to be chilled, I can take care of that.
Stuck her finger in my ear.
What do they call it nowadays? Teamwork makes the dream work, my love.
Exactly, though I find it hilarious.
I was not expecting to be shedding tears.
You're fire and I'm ice.
I do not find that hilarious. I find it completely expected.
Mocha Shadow Steps, yeah.
What is the... Some people, I suppose, would call it ironic. Others... Well, I suppose a bard would call it romantic.
I think I like the bard's definition.
Two complete opposites falling for each other.
Well, I see no opposites here.
Hey, Jaden, you mind helping me out? Oh, bye.
Well, opposites attract, so...
Enemies in the room.
3 people tried
In
to
some
fix
You
ways.
just go to your side like that.
It doesn't work well.
You, Mocha, you just go to your.
That's an interesting collar that Mori is wearing.
Just go to your side like this.
Yeah, that makes
You're being
a lot.
And sometimes some things just fit perfectly.
See?
And then I realized I was wearing one. And so stuck putting fingers in my ears.
I completely agree.
Long story.
I see.
The thing that did it's not alive anymore.
I know a good prosthetics maker runs a fair if you need something.
Where were you 25 years ago? Well, I suppose at this point it'd be 300 years ago.
I could guess exactly where I was. But that is not an answer that either of us want to hear right now.
Well, either way, it was well worth the wait.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I gave Maddie
Would you like a hand up, Maury?
She liked it.
Yes, I was gonna say how to.
Yes. Okay, sure.
She deemed it an acceptable offering. Fuck you too.
Wow,
Mhm.
the name is a beautiful.
We are in the middle of a guild meeting,
Yeah.
I told her I'll surprise her with the next thing. I'm thinking about making her a cheeseburger next.
and I have to behave myself.
I apologize for how emotional that video was. It was supposed to be funny.
But it is
I
fun.
made it very sad.
So, a burger.
Oh, yes, it is fun, but I don't want us to get kicked out.
I know that
I
sad
suppose
videos
so.
are a thing, but I did not expect that Bridget has much to answer for.
I let something sit for too
But I can
long.
still think about all the mischief for later.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how to do
Oh, is everyone getting ready to go?
Are they?
I don't know. Is
George is a new basement.
As we find out.
I work at a museum for my normal job.
I just looked like everybody was moving towards, you know.
I would assume if that was the case, they would tell us, but.
That's an interesting position.
Oh, well, yes, but
I think the terminology is
Well, since they have not yet.
I'm a dominatrix.
Hard getting up.
I can enjoy this a bit longer. A nice ocean breeze. Mixed with a bit of a chill.
yeah.
Funny city move. Or ancient goddess of science currently on high times will gloss over that part.
The warm embrace of someone you care about.
Understandable, it happens, you know.
But I'm
Someone you love.
just like in my outside though, not like
And the anticipation of a very, very long
You know,
night.
it's sort of like, I don't want to call it a side hustle.
Mm. Sounds perfect.
That it does.
Well, technically side job.
I mean,
That works.
a
Yeah,
job
it
is
is
a
a
job,
side job.
right? Don't be ashamed about your income. If you do something that brings you pleasure, then get and lean into it, you know?
I almost caused myself to. Wow.
Just do not fall over the ledge, my love. That is why I have you.
Thank you, because I probably would have lost my balance.
That would be no good.
You know, I'm easily.
I do not know if I'm that strong.
That fall. That fall would. Yes, I would get injured, but oh no, I would have to lay in bed while someone looked after me.
Yes, Echo. Echo would totally do that.
I don't know what I expected, but it was probably that.
Just have them search up like.
You know me too well.
Although, But let's be honest, even if I refused, Echo would still do it anyway.
That is true. I would say you are not allowed.
What methods do you prefer?
Well, you know, I'm
You're not allowed to get so injured that I cannot have any fun with you.
different.
That will never be that injured.
Pleasure and pain. So
Ever again. Ever
I
again.
work with my clients on, you know, helping them fulfill their fantasies.
Never again.
I'll be honest, some fertility is my main job.
Good.
Nowadays, doing things like taking on a side job. I'm an Empedican knight, so I work with the Empedican Royal Armada.
I mean, that sounds really important, actually.
We have our jobs, but ultimately, ever since the war has ended, our jobs has become mostly preventative and mostly archival in nature. Although there have
Okay, let's rejoin the others before
Yes, darling.
I get us kicked out of this guild.
Yes.
It's nothing to worry about.
Because we made so many wonderful friends here, I would hate for it to end so soon.
Oh, I
Just
doubt
because
that.
I lost self-control.
Given the stories we have heard, I believe we are fine, my love.
What kind of museum?
Oh, yes, but still...
Yoga ball.
Like for what cultures? If you're in culture...
Well, at this point, I think Mona would applaud us rather than anything else.
See, that is what I'm hoping for. Hopefully she's doing well.
Yeah, it's like a metaverse.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, that's it too. I haven't seen her in a while.
I don't say like we
Busy,
don't, like,
busy,
collect things,
busy,
we
as
sort of,
all.
like, curate things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not like that shitty
It's even
British
at a beat.
museum. We don't go around like taking things.
Yes,
British
terrible.
Museum of Arts and Sciences.
Yeah.
Is Jaden about to howl again?
Yeah, I technically don't have a job.
Maybe. I see he's over there.
Yes, apparently.
Well, I think his shirt's off.
Of course it is. It is
That
Jaden.
doesn't surprise me.
Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Is it? That's not.
Well, from a distance, it looked like his shirt was off.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
We just assume at this point.
Let my mouth run on autopilot. Sometimes I don't really know what the hell I'm saying. I just say it.
Jaden, you know you have established a reputation when everyone from across the way was pretty sure that your shirt was off.
What?
Everyone just assumed that your shirt was off. It could have been from that distance. It begins.
Oh boy. I only have myself to blame.
We have been blessed. You know it is a good night when Jaden takes his shirt off. It's a sign that all is well in the world. Hopefully someone is.
I'm confused if I don't take my shirt off. Again, it's actually confused her. But I've been around her and I haven't taken my shirt off.
Really?
Something she's just grown used to.
Apparently so.
Yes, Maury, something you'd like to say?
I don't think I'm ever gonna forget the
Nice
sight of
view.
you with your shirt off wiggling your chest at my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, Maury, hold still. Let me demonstrate a recreation from what I did at office.
Oh?
Behind her.
Wow. Are you alright, dear?
She's fine.
Usually
Oh,
that makes
good.
my girlfriend have to reboot. Although she doesn't really reboot anymore considering she's not taking the drone out these days.
Yeah, fair
Which means that she has no escape.
Ah.
She can make her skin into metal.
Interesting.
Oh, so you got her hard is what you're saying.
Oh. Okay, well,
That is what
That
you
was a
should
phrase
learn.
that was repeated.
Well, not that part, the pyromancy. Extra armor.
That I can try, but transmutation is difficult.
Is that transmutation? Oh, luckily you know someone who is well versed in such things.
Yes. It's still going to be a little difficult for me to learn.
Well, you have someone who can help you. With enough time and research, I suppose.
I suppose.
I shall look into it. I have been wanting to learn a bit more transmutation. No, actually, that is part of it. I do need to see whether I can tap into some of this topaz dragon. See if I can actually find that fabrication magic that I've heard of. It would be very useful. But for Kizami creation.
I suppose you wouldn't. You might need to find another topaz dragon. Or I guess you could talk to another. I don't know these things.
Oh, that is true.
I thought it was like specific to them.
Yes, perhaps. Though if it is innate, then it would be in the DNA, would it not?
Yes, but I don't know how this all works. That's all new to me.
Neither do I, therefore it is an adventure. But perhaps I will be able to find something. That way I could probably, well, create Kizami and also fix certain things when they are ripped to shreds.
Yes. Again, sorry about that.
My, you apologizing, that was intense.
Then I take my apology back.
As you should. You should be apologizing for not doing it sooner.
Well, then I apologize for not doing it sooner.
Good boy.
Listen, I've seen the Star Wars documentaries, all except the last movie.
I didn't feel like you'd I didn't feel like you'd enjoy Lara Croft.
Oh yeah, probably.
Who's that?
That is
she's an archaeologist.
She is known as the Tomb Raider.
Let me look this up. Hold on.
Yeah, look up Tomb Raider.
Oh.
Do you want me to hold your phone for you while you type?
Hello.
What?
Not exactly carrying around
He's
much
typing
equipment for the dig, is she?
Nope.
No.
Actually, no,
He's
that's
got
an
two
older
pistols.
version of her. Look up the later version.
Does she need help?
No, I got good at this.
You know, there's such thing as voice activation, right? You can just talk to your phone and say search
Yeah.
Lara Croft.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't work for a brick phone, my guy.
We need to
Or
see a
maybe
new
it does. I
phone.
don't know. The scrappers
So,
can work
what's on your
some
mind?
weird shit.
I mean, she's wearing pants this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like a...
And more
And the
polygons.
jacket, depend, and the jacket, the later ones, because she's in the winter. She's actually wearing like a normal jacket.
How much more?
If you're at the beach, I'm going to the beach at least once. It is always nice to feel the breeze now.
Yes.
You could stay and listen to the talk of this Tomb Raider woman if you wish, darling. You did not have to follow me.
No, I don't need to hear some talk about some woman. Not when I have you.
You are so very romantic. There's one thing to get lost in the ocean, another thing to get lost in you. Except when you spot her at me.
Sorry. Sorry.
For what?
Spattering on you.
Ah, yes, good.
And did you already wait? Did I make you forget? Did you forget what just happened?
No. No, of course I didn't.
I did.
That is you. That is what you do, not me. What?
I did it.
Oh, shut up.
I did it.
You stop that.
Oh. Wow. I did it.
Jack.
Oh my god!
What am I going to do with you?
Whatever you want.
Oh, that is so much power. I would say that you shall regret that later. However, I will very much see to it that you do not.
Besides, you and I both know I absolutely will not regret it.
No, and that is why I love you.
Okay, that time I actually did forget for what we were doing for half a second.
All is right in the world again.
No, of course it is. But it'll happen again. Just you wait.
Promises, promises.
And I always fulfill my promises.
We shall see.
Indeed we shall. Did everyone leave again?
What? Were they not up there? I have no idea where they were. Besides,
What? I don't know. Maybe it's the exhaustion.
Perhaps. Do you need to go rest, darling?
Perhaps.
That is fine. You do not be so exhausted that we cannot have fun later, yes?
Oh no, I'll go home, rest up a bit, and prepare for when. For later.
I will grab the rest of that bottle that Thorgar gave me. To go along with the sake, just in case.
Yes, though I will have to be careful, just in case. Dwarven drink and all.
Of course. You don't want any more of that.
I just don't want to die.
I do not want you to die. I doubt Thorgar
That's
would be
why
making
I've been
things that would make you
particularly.
die.
I mean, it's a dwarven drink. I've been trying to stay away from dwarven drinks
Yes,
just
I know,
in case.
I know. We will not be losing you yet. Especially not to bacon and maple, whatever it was.
God, how embarrassing would that be? Jarl Sigurd taken by bacon and maple drink.
I suppose there are worse ways to go. Much better, but much worse.
Also true.
Enjoying something nice with very good company, I would say, is on the higher side of the spectrum.
Absolutely.
Shall we head home then?
Let's head home.
I will. Grab shirt.
Oh.
Blood loss and needing that nutrient.
Oh, they went over here.
So your stupidly high metabolism is not even more stupidly high?
Good idea.
It's not that it's stupidly high, well, more stupidly high. It's just that now instead of focusing on an actual injury, it's regenerating my mana like it would if I had blood loss.
Everyone, we are going home to get drunk and have
Just instead
fun.
of regenerating
You'll have a
blood,
lovely night.
Oh, okay. All right. They didn't.
Okay, bye, Kise.
Don't drag.
Good night.
Night.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to.
So yeah, all of the...
But it is the truth.
You could tell she was thinking about it on the way.
Yes, but it's a little bit over oversharing my moon and stars.
What? Do they think it would not be the case?
No, just I don't know, just potentially over. Oh, you fiendish woman.
Draconic, darling, draconic.
Oh, you fiendish draconic woman.
Oh. That sounds like an insult. Are you insulting me now?
No, you're just going to kill me.
I keep telling you, little deaths, little deaths. Good night, everyone. There you go. See, I did not tell them.
Yes, because I'm pretty sure if you had also said the same thing to them, I was going to have a heart attack.
Oh, I doubt that. If you want a heart attack, I can do other things.
I'm good.
That is what I thought.
My beating heart is
Hmm.
preferable when it's beating.
And it shall be beating quite a lot. Cardio, darling, cardio.
True, I did say I.
Yes, you did.
Did say that.
Sorry, I couldn't. No, oh my god.
No, that was great.
Shenanigans. Hey, Seawigan. How are you doing? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Go get some rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take my dog out, and then I'm probably gonna go pass out.
I still need to see the dog. I want to see the husky.
Yeah, I tried to take a picture of. I'm gonna get a picture of him sooner or later. He just. Whenever I bring out the camera, he starts running around in a circle.
That sounds like a husky, yeah. Alright, have a good night.
Good night.
Go. I'm gonna go here just to go here. Because it's their home. How incredibly cute. I very much enjoy their dynamic. Yes, again, welcome to their apartment. We still have stuff left over from the cake party a couple of days ago. Go back to their room. With the Kamidana. Get all my things out. Go back, set down the weapons. There we go. Okay, I just found this out. There's an Easter egg in here that I didn't realize was here until, like, last night. So, does Kise not believe in refrigerators? What do you mean? No, it's literally I can't update the map, but those are in the fridge now. But we just put like a fucking meme. She put a fucking meme Easter egg in here. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's back there. It's by the head of the bed. Okay. One is gay. The other is gay. And for Sigurd's birthday, got these made. Kidstora made these for them. This makes me happy. Just having this apartment makes me very happy. Oh. But yeah, thank you very much, all of you, for joining us for a little bit. I hope you had fun. I very much enjoy this dynamic. It's very nice to just have some chill, cute times. Despite the fact that I know some of you didn't see because we recorded stuff Saturday night and didn't put it on my Twitch. It got posted to Metagram. But basically, for those who don't know, Ebb and Flow and Ludric, Bardic Circle Wise, put out their public announcement telling the world and doing an interview saying that what happened in the mansion was real. It wasn't roleplay, as Malleus said. And Ludwig isn't a cannibal. And effectively, they've started a bit of a social war against Malleus and Malleus Industries. They're trying to basically tell everyone to make your stories heard if there's any allegations, and basically tell people to call out for investigations and investigations into said allegations of Malleus and Malleus Industries. So we're gonna see where that goes. There's probably gonna be some protests. People on Metagram are being way too fucking realistic to real life in the like American politics YouTube comment sense. It kind of hurts me. It kind of hurts me how accurate it is to real life. Oh, people drinking the Kool-Aid and whatnot back and forth, and like obviously there's good points on both sides, but my god, it's too real. But yeah, that's where we're at now. We're gonna see how things go. Tomorrow I will be around for Wicarium and Lying Fork Inn because Ebb and Flow have to go to the Wicarium and have finally a talk. Marge is introducing them to Toku, who is a big member of the gang, one of the gang factions in Zephyra, or at least formerly, and has a memory strand of Malleus being in league with one of the gang factions doing shit in another district. So, at least I believe it was another district. So we're going to get that juicy bit of knowledge and turn it into a recorded illusion for people to be able to see. We'll go from there. So yeah, that's at least what we're going to do at the beginning of tomorrow, or at least whenever I can. I've been doing RP things for over a week in a row at this point. Every night. I'm basically getting everything I can get done before this weekend, because Thursday through probably until Thursday through until probably the next MMR lobby I'll be able to get to, I will be away. I will not be streaming because several of my roleplay friends will be in town for a convention. So we're going to all hang out and I'm going to show them around and have some fun. In real life, my god! Look at that. It's gonna be very intense. I don't remember the last time. Like, I haven't seen them in a year now. At least some of these people. I was glad I saw them at TwitchCon, but we decided, TwitchCon in Vegas this year? No, that's really fucking expensive. Let's just go to a cheaper con and have places we can go where we can just hang out together. So that's what we decided. So yeah. I shall hopefully see some of you tomorrow. Let me see who I can send you to. Let's see. Oh, and of course the thing didn't update. Sorry, Sarix, I wasn't able to read any of those until, like, right now. Kise's apartment is surprisingly normal. That's because it's Echo's apartment. It's Echo's apartment, so Sig just decided to, like, Sig got... Okay, so what happened originally was that, Sig didn't have a place to live. He was just basically camping out on the island, the very first island that MMR was at, for, like, several weeks. Like, technically several months at the beginning. And then Kise effectively convinced him to accept Echo's offer for a place to stay because Echo had an extra room. So he started living here, while Kise was still living with Jaden for a while, since Jaden was the one that effectively saved her from the museum. So they were living together for a while, and then once she and Sig got together, she started living here. And that is when all this started happening. So yeah, that's why it's fairly normal that Kise's roommate is peak comedy material. I mean, yeah, kind of, because okay, sometimes she is very much a Hime. She is an Ojo character. She is the princessy type, and Echo likes, well, Echo is a maid by trade. Echo likes feeding people and doing things to make them feel better, and Kise is very much the type that will take advantage of that to the best of her ability. She just wasn't able to for the longest time because she couldn't eat, she couldn't drink. There's a lot of things Echo liked to do or did for people that that wouldn't work for her. And now that it does work for her, she is taking full advantage of it. Yeah. And Sig also kind of, for the most part, Sig does spoil her. Like, they kind of got together because he did a lot for her when she really didn't do much. Like, she still kind of doesn't do much besides make really good Kizami and be like, do what she does best, which is the stuff she learned from Moidon. So, I say that Kise is very much a, she's not she's not a freeloader, because she does, like, she has a job, effectively. But she is, people give her what she wants way more than they should. And she has just been eating that up, because her personality is just to accept that and take it in. So she is just living the high life because everyone enables her to do so. Doing things as peasant talk. What the fuck? Fucking and singing and dancing and calligraphy and poetry and good conversation. All that stuff that Oidon would do. And now she can do tea ceremony. But yeah. Who do we got? Oh, to answer your earlier question, are you starting to feel emotionally exhausted? Sometimes, yes. I mean, I've been emotionally exhausted over many things as ebb and flow in the past. 'Cause when it rains, it pours, and this is just another thing. But we decided to do this out of character as a way to give more people some roleplay opportunities, including the ability, as I told some people, the ability for people, including Howl, to have some fun. Howl, who plays Malleus McKay, to have some fun being able to play outside of their status quo. Like, things have been the same for so long, so much going on in the background that we're trying to spice things up a little bit with something different, so that hopefully there will be opportunities for them to play different aspects and different facets of their characters and have fun with that. So hopefully they do. And completely with, obviously with Howl's and the other DM's blessing. Everything we do in this, we are going to go through them and make sure that they are having fun and they are cool with it. But, let me see. I understand this is a bit spoilery. Do you plan on having Kise encounter problems that you can't just outsource to other people? Yeah. That'd be very funny. Kise having to navigate the real world, perhaps even getting a job. That's the thing. I wouldn't mind that. I'm trying to figure out what that would entail. But, like, she has a job, technically. She creates and sells her own Kizami. Like, her own different varieties of pipe tobacco. That is one of her jobs. So she gets plenty of income for that, because it's very high quality Kizami that she sells to for the most part, like, high status people and adventures and things like that who really like that. Though she doesn't really need the money as much because obviously with Sig, she definitely doesn't need the money now because he got his old savings, which makes him very, very rich right now. He is a Jarl. But that was going towards gaining spiritual power through creating good Kizami that people would want to use her to smoke for. So, either way she wins. Though, if there are things that she can't do on her own, or she can't, I guess technically can't outsource to other people, I don't know what else that would entail. I'm totally down for it. I like giving challenges. I know there may be future problems that will come into play that will still involve other people having to get involved, but will change up their status quo. Like there are dragon hunters. She has to worry about dragon hunters now, since she is now part dragon, to an extent. There's this whole thing with Jaden having bounty hunters after him, and bounty hunters may go after the people that he's close to, and he did basically break into a museum and break her out of it, so we'll see if that goes anywhere. More streams, more time to fork out the money for a VRChat. Hell. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what Kenshi Tora did. That's what Detsha did. Detsha would just hang out in my streams for a while and then got VR, and now they hang with us in MMR. Also, how'd she pay her geneticist, or did she? Technically, aside from paying the people like Fable and stuff that got her some of the DNA, like the Topaz Dragon DNA, she paid Fable to pay the adventurers that went down into the Dragonspire Warrens to get that sample. So she paid that. But Ellis didn't actually ask for payment. I guess in a sense she gave Ellis samples of certain things that he didn't have, which is a type of payment. He can use that in the future. But for the most part, he just wanted to do it. Took it as a opportunity to do something. If he asked for payment for like repairs and maintenance, anything like that going forward, they'll be perfectly fine with it. But hasn't at the moment. Kise gets a bill for her body. Oh no, suddenly it's 17 million credits and they're back in debt because Sig only has like 16 point something. She really gets all the breaks. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is. People, I mean, I know what it is. In all honesty, it's the idea that a lot of people in roleplay, it's a fantasy for them, and what is a bigger fantasy than being super fucking rich and not needing to worry about money and just being able to do things for other people because you want to. So many people in Metaverse especially are altruistic, and I assume it's for that reason. That obviously we're all living in a world where most of us are not rich in any means. Not really. So we like having that fantasy of being able to be somebody who can just do whatever they want, try things, and not have to worry about that, and be able to help others. And so people just help each other. Very rarely for any real payment. Like, sometimes payment, yes, but it's usually not too bad. The attractive one has a posh British accent, makes her seem superior in social situations, which is hilarious, Because the only reason she has a posh British accent is because she learned English through being stuck in a British archaeology museum. So she would hear the tour guides come through all the time and all the, like, people coming through the museum speaking an accent. But the ones she heard most often were the tour guides who would tend to probably be posh. Because, like, stereotypically, you hear a tour guide, they tend to be very good public speakers. But yeah, and also the fact, like, her original accent is Yoshiwara dialect of Japanese, which was used exclusively by prostitutes in Oiran, in Japan. So they had their own special accent and special way of speaking, like special words. But since that no longer exists anymore because Yoshiwara is gone, she adapts. And she was in a British museum, so that's how she learned. I love how the current dystopia has devolved to the point where our fantasy is being nice to each other without negative. I know! I hate it so much, but at the same time, it makes perfect sense. Like, I was not expecting people to like Kise as much as they do, and to do things for Kise as much as they do. I expected people to be like, she's a aristocratic bitch. But I don't know, is it me? Is it just because she's pretty, I made her too pretty, that she can just get away with shit? I don't know what it is. But I was expecting more conflict with Kise. And I get some. Like, there has been times where I've gotten some, but it hasn't lasted for very long. But it's at least more than with Ebb and Flow. Because I'm pretty sure nobody fucks with Ebb and Flow. Like, they have been ingrained into things and being known as helpers and things like that, that just like Flurry and Mingus, that people just won't touch them because of that. Which I assume this is going to go, they're going to lose some of that with what's going on between them and Malleus, because they effectively called out shit with very little evidence. Basically no evidence, really, besides like what Ludric did and a bunch of stories that they have and a lot of stuff they can't really tell people the sources behind. So that might lose some of their image, but probably not with any of the PCs. For the most part. So, I don't know, maybe Kise will finally piss somebody off enough to have a rival. We'll see. You're gonna drink Cockney or Scouser Kise? Oh my god, I will never do the Cockney or anything like that, because I know it would just turn into Dick Van Dyke's British accent. Dick Van Dyke and his terrible Cockney accent. I fought in the Dick Van Dyke Wars. No, we are not going to go into that. People have selfish and self-interested characters. Really? It's also a little bit of Hannah, like House or Cersei Lannister. I guess so. Well, I mean, people like confidence, and Kise has a lot of confidence. She has way too much confidence for her own good, for somebody who is literally a smoking pipe. That they get a very well-made, pretty smoking pipe, but a smoking pipe that has since become like irrelevant, or like I don't know what the right term is for like being out of style. But yeah, she has way too much confidence for her own good, but it seems to have worked out in her favor. I feel like Ebb and Flow are such you characters. I mean, I guess, like, it's that weird sort of thing where I try not to make characters that are too much like me, because I want them to be characters. I want to be able to step aside from myself. That's how I number one, have fun and can be more... Well, that's how I separate myself That's how I make sure that I can keep in-character stuff in character and out-of-character stuff out of character. I will never make a character named Flint. I will never do that because that just feels weird to me. I know there are other people who can absolutely do that easily. Several of them are my friends, but I can't do that. It just feels weird to me. So I will always try to make characters that are different from me, at least in some ways. But Ebb and Flow probably are, at least the characters that I have now, the closest to me, even though there are several differences, and I try to keep several main differences between us. Like I am way more of an introvert than Ebb and Flow, and Kise. Kise is my least close to me character, but Ebb and Flow are my closest to me, and still they're different. People love the idea of just being able to cut loose. Exactly. I like doing that. Deadpool was the most popular character in the internet for like 5 years, yeah. Could do one of the absolute opposite of you named Obsidian. Oh. Oh my god. Is that a fucking... that's a Flint joke. I see where you came from. That's not really though, because like the name Flintlock comes from my pirate persona, since I was in pirate bands a long time ago. That just became my stage name. Excellent volcanic stone. Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, I like the name Obsidian. That might just be because I like gemstones and because I was a really big fan of Steven Universe, but we'll go with that. But yeah, Kise is very much not like me, and I like playing her for that. The hard part, like, Kise is as close to, like, I'd say she's more chaotic neutral than most. She's a weird mix of, like, either lawful neutral or chaotic neutral. Occasionally lawful evil. Depending on how she's feeling. Like, if people piss her off, she will go lawful evil. But, like, I have a very hard time making evil characters, and that would probably be the ones that are least like me. But I have a very hard time playing that correctly, so I don't really do it. So this is about as close as I get. You have a friend who's a lot Kise and it's fun to watch? Well, I'm glad I can provide entertainment like that. I've definitely been having fun as her. I'm glad. Okay, so I'll at least say this. I was able to make Kise and flesh out Kise because I effectively, I was at a point where I was overwhelmed as Ebb and Flow because I'd been playing them consistently, constantly getting involved in a shit ton of things for about 3 years, and they were the only characters I had. So I decided to finally take a step forward in their own personal story arc. But to do that, I needed to character lock them, meaning I couldn't really play them and bring them out and about. So I used that opportunity to, when I heard about this new faction being made, I took that as an opportunity to make a new character for it and be able to consistently play that character and build up a character persona. And that became Kise. And I'm very glad that I gave myself the opportunity to do that because it let me get rid of all that, well, it let me chill out and not have to worry about the stress of being involved in everything going on politically and terribly in the metaverse for a few months. It gave me a new perspective for Ebb and Flow coming back that's been both challenging and kind of like, it's let me express different sides to them that I haven't been able to do for almost 3 years just because I never had that opportunity to get into their story. It's also kind of, unfortunately, things have changed for them. Like, they're not as involved in things both because of that and because the world keeps turning. Obviously, because the metaverse is constantly in real time. unlike warp and things like that that are stuck. Everyone has to only roleplay like 4 hours a week. Metaverse just keeps going no matter what. So they lost about 3 months worth of things going on, and a lot of their friends moved on to the gazillion things that they're working on. So it's kind of affected them in that. But at the same time, that's kind of a good thing because I have been able to not get involved in literally everything to the point where it burns me out. So I've been able to relax, and being able to have this alternate character also helps me relax and do different things. So it's been therapeutic in a sense. It's been nice. So on one hand, I'm kind of sad that Ebb and Flow aren't really as involved in everything as they used to be. But at the same time, that's given me opportunities to do other things, and it's also given me opportunities to not stress out over everything. Might just be pure for it. Aww. Sometimes you have to get away from swing for a bit for probably enjoy it. Exactly, that too. If it alright to ask, how did you hear about the MMR? Oh, yes, absolutely. I heard about it before it became a thing. I'm trying to remember exactly where I heard it. It was either from ESO or there were a few people that were talking about it in a voice call or something like that. And I just happened to be in the voice call at the time, and I'm like, that sounds hilarious. I'm in. Who do I need to talk to? And then they just added me to a group before the server was made. And I just started thinking of character ideas from there, and lo and behold, here we go. Because I liked at least what they stood for, especially since it connects to my band a bit in wanting to educate and especially with the culture of VRChat and the culture of consent and topics like this. So, how to keep up with everything, probably impossible. Yes. Especially if you have a lot of people coming and going. Very, very, very true. I don't know how some of my friends do it. Like, Hearn. I don't know how he survives. He's been running Dragonspire for a long time. He's involved in basically every single major plot point for the past 3 years. And then some. He does everything. I don't know how he does it. I am too old for this shit. He's a very good friend of mine. I don't know how he does it. I would die. I was dying. That's why I took a step back. But he's just gone whole hog. So bless him for it. I hope he's having fun. But holy shit. There's a lot of people who get involved in everything in Metaverse, and I don't know how they do it. But as long as they're having fun, I'm happy for them. I hope that they're not stressing themselves out, because I've seen a lot of people do that. I've seen so many people stress themselves out over roleplay, and that's not healthy. So every time I see that, I try to tell people, just step back. I know you're gonna miss out on some things, and things are gonna be different, but you can't stress yourself out of character. You can't let it affect you that way. Otherwise, like, you're not role-playing anymore. You're not the character anymore. You yourself are being stressed out, and that's not what roleplay is for. So that's at least my take on it, going as I've noticed. And I know a lot of my friends are like, but FOMO and all that stuff. But no, you got to take care of yourself first. There will still be people around for you. They will make opportunities. Just reach out. Like, if you don't want to get involved in everything, don't get involved in everything. Reach out, make scenes, have time to chill, play games out of character, relax. Otherwise, you're going to go insane. That's basically what I did. There's some things I do feel FOMO about. I do. I feel kind of sad that I'm not looked to the way I used to be. Or my characters aren't. But I also am not as stressed as I used to be. So I'm sad in some ways, I'm relieved in others. And that's just something I had to deal with. Also, I am sorry. I don't know why my jaw, my voice, I'm feeling like I'm slurring words. I know I am to an extent. I usually don't speak this much. So I'm kind of feeling that. But hopefully you can understand me still. Like, that drunkenness earlier, that was completely, like, 100%. I am sober. I've not had a drink in over a week at this point. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't drink that much. I don't have much in the way of alcohol. But, I don't know. I've had a lot of caffeine. Maybe that's it. Everything from Grimdark Adventure to Catgirl to Sentient Dinosaur. Exactly, exactly. And the Sentient Dinosaur is also Hatsune Miku. I feel like it would be tempting to just treat it like an absurdist comedy. A lot of people do that, which, on one hand, that's good for them. On the other hand, the problem, I guess, the issue that comes up with Metaverse is that everyone has their own unique idea about what roleplay is and what's good for them. And you're in a very large world with a bunch of people who have different expectations than you. And a lot of times that can clash to an extent. So, like, a lot of people just go to shitpost and have fun and meme with each other. Some people aren't that good at the memeing and shitposting, and they want to have serious roleplay and meaningful conversations with people. And sometimes that doesn't quite work out when they're in the same space trying to do the same thing at the same time. But people gather into groups. They tend to find like-minded role players. They talk to them out of character, and that's how the world turns. You're stuck in RP mode from when Kise was getting turned. Apparently so. Like, literally, that might actually be it. I'm pretty sure I started slurring once I pretended to slur. And now it's just going on. I can't get out of it. Fuck. I'm very bad at pretending to be drunk. I'm pretty sure that was not, like, realistic at all. I don't usually get drunk, so. It's Dwarven Ale leaking into higher level. I fucking wish. I would try that. That sounded really good. Like, okay, except for the ale part. If it was like a mead or something like that, that sounded like a really good mead. But generally, I can't do beer or ale. It tastes bad to me. I think I just got turned off to the taste of it from when I was much younger. Because, like, my dad would let me have sips of his drink just to taste it. And it was cheap shit, and it was terrible. And I really hated it. I like sweet things. I don't like bitter or, like, hops and things like that. Dry. I don't like dry. I need it to be fucking sweet and not taste like alcohol. That was actually a really good answer and something I've been wondering for a while. Oh, I'm glad to help. I said earlier in the chat that a Dwarven distillery would be absolutely incredible. Yeah. I'm lucky that there's a Viking meadery in this area that I get my mead from. Like a Viking themed meadery. So it's been very nice. Yeah. Though I think with all the slurring of words, I should probably get this toaster off my head. But hopefully I'm very happy to answer questions. This has been nice. It's nice to be able to, like, talk on subjects like these. I hope I could provide some kind of interesting insight into the role-playing world here. Acceptable distilled temperature and pressure controlled. Oh yeah, that sounds absolutely right. That would be awesome. Yes, right. I was gonna see who is still going to send you all to. And also Chaos, again, thank you very much for gifting this sub to me. Always fun to get some Flint behind the scenes. I am happy. I'm always surprised if people actually want any of that, but it is a pleasant surprise. I am happy to talk to you all. Let me see. How about... Oh. You know, I haven't gotten to raid the Silent Lady in a very long time. She usually plays Percy in Metaverse, but I think they're doing an Ascension extra day at the moment. But I don't get to raid her very often, so I will do that. There we go. So send her some love. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow for Wicarium and Lying Fork Inn. And hopefully Marge will be able to introduce Ebb and Flow to Toku and get some more evidence for the anti-Malleus smear campaign that they're doing. Accurate smear campaign, but a smear campaign. Next year I'll get a VR set up and join you. Hell yeah. If you decide to, Metaverse is the place for it. Everything is open, you can do whatever you want, and you can learn things. But yeah, until next time, you all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Good night, darlings.
Asexual polyhedral disorder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny.